still on this platform baffles me. You are vile, absolutely vile.
It's funny, I was told to kill myself because 2.5 years ago I tried, and I really appreciate y'all bringing that to the present. I know it's not about my comfort, but I fucking appreciate it. Thank you.
Just for future references, I was going to drop them, and please say stuff on the live, just for TikTok terms of service. And I also agree with the sentiment. I don't think that we should be issuing comments as far as, telling people to stuff on the live. I'm not going to adhere to that. So let's move on.
I apologize for the I'm going to step away. That comment really did speak volumes to the lack of integrity for that individual. I don't want to continue in this. There's nothing I gain, and it only seems to bring up bad shit. It's like y'all are toxic or something, but I'm fucking out. You fucking cretinous pieces of shit.
All right. So the
what did y'all guys
Kaytee, I don't know if you're talking as far as his performativeness or mine. I really am right now trying to come from a genuine place right now, right? And I'm just saying, right, that I have made this mistake in the past. Kaytee, I'm not judging you from where you're coming from, okay? In some regards, I somewhat sympathize, I guess. I wouldn't go as far as saying empathize, but I would say sympathize with what you're saying. But
we all been guilty of it one way or another.
I'm not about to tell somebody to do that thing in which I have thought about, regardless of how old of a dog they are, because at some point, old dogs can learn new tricks. Yeah.
I just want to speak on this real quick, Puck. Because in this comment section, Kaytee, you're saying it's performative. Would you say the same thing to a grape victim? I would never wish grape on to anyone. Ever. It is dehumanizing, it is stripping, it is destructive, it is earth-shattering. And those people are bigoted and have learned things throughout their life because of how society has bring them, doesn't make them any less people. And to say that they're not people and that they're deserving of self-unaliving and all this other shit is to lower yourself to the same exact level that those people that say that we should unalive ourselves and that we are not human and that we are subhuman. And if you are willing to lower yourself to that level, then I see you no better than them. And you need to unpack and deconstruct that, because it's about learning and being better, because every person is a person. And right now we're living in a world where people's personage and humanity is being stripped from them, and they're being looked at as less than, and human rights violations and atrocities are happening. And it's fucked up. So I wouldn't do that. I don't think that that's right.
Everybody, I'm so sorry for how you're feeling right now. I know that the room is quite distraught, but there's something that I need to play you all, if you wouldn't mind listening.
How are you?
Hey, Puck, and I've just been listening to what's been going on about the stuff that you've heard about Kaytee telling a certain person to self on live, but there's more that you need to hear, if you don't mind.
Well, hey, Michael.
Michael?
I've said I'm gonna give the same respect in all regards to what I said a minute ago, in that I'm still trying to get back on my particular topic,
Okay, sure.
and
My apologies.
and drop this, not so much focus on what was just occurred, right? I don't want to perpetuate a air of contention towards Kaytee, right?
Yeah, we shouldn't be
I'm
doing
just,
that.
look, I don't like where Kaytee went with that whole point, right? I really don't, and I'm pretty sure I made that abundantly fucking clear. Okay, I just don't want to necessarily.
Puck, you know that does harm
Make
us.
this a point of my life.
Oh yeah,
right
no.
now.
But you do understand that like approaching things from that manner hurts us all, right, Puck? Not like you, just like what Kaytee said. That like that actually hurts the whole community.
Quick thing, I was reading the comments. That's the only reason why I requested up.
Okay,
So,
fuck it. I guess we're gonna have this all out.
All right, yeah, cool.
Here it is.
Let's do it.
Let's do
I
it.
mean,
There
you
it
did
is.
say
Let's
you
have
wanted
it
to
all
have
out.
it. You did say you wanted to have it in private.
I'm just
All right, get
going
it over
to.
with,
And I was
Kaytee. Let's
okay
hear
with
it.
that.
I'm
Let's
going
hear it,
to
Kaytee. Let's go,
find
Kaytee. Hurry
whatever
up.
fucking live background I can to be able to have this out, and we'll go from there.
All right, cool.
You guys, in the meantime,
I'm
Yeah,
just
we got
I
it.
guess.
We got it, Puck. Go ahead.
I'm
Find
just
the
gonna tell you
background.
guys
Go ahead,
this.
Kaytee. Hurry up.
So, I said this towards bigots. Have I ever said this to anybody that was not a bigot?
Bigots are
no.
humans. Bigots are human beings. They're people.
I'm sorry. You
They're
did say
people.
go ahead. I am talking.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm
So-
just not going to let you bullshit
so
how
here's
you
the thing,
bullshit.
right?
Whatever. You like to hear yourself talk. They're people.
So here's the thing. I've only
You don't
been
get to
doing this for
dehumanize a
just under
person and
week.
ask for their unaliving.
I've been saying this for just under.
I
a
don't
week.
care.
And they're bigots.
I could care less. I know they're bigots. Trust me. I live with it every
bigots are
day.
people. Stay mad about it.
They're still people.
So,
You stay mad about it. Just because you're a disgusting human being that sees no value in another person.
Yeah, that's
and
nice. Bigots are not
that's on
people.
you, bro. That's on you, bro.
No,
You've
no,
also
number
been
one.
going after the
Wait a minute.
LGBTQIA.
can I just play
First of all, I'm not a bro. You know
Yeah,
that.
bro. Yeah, bro.
No, I'm not a bro.
Suck it the fuck up, bro.
Oh, look at that. The misgendering from a trans
Sorry, can
woman
I
is
just-
wild.
I'm pretty sure bro is not a gender.
Is it? It is.
And I'm pretty sure bro is not a pronoun either.
bro-
So
bro
shut the
is
fuck
a-
up about
bro is not
misgendering,
gen-
Kaytee.
Bro is not gender.
Been trans my whole fucking life. Grow
Yeah,
some thick
bro is
ass
not
skin.
gender
We live in a
neutral. Don't
world
call
where
me bro.
misgendering actually
Don't
happens.
call me bro.
So can I just
Don't
play
call me
something?
bro. And yeah,
Well, then don't dehumanize people, bro.
I said, stay mad.
Don't dehumanize
Bigots
people,
are
bro.
not people.
Don't dehumanize people, bro.
Bigots are not.
Don't be dehumanizing
I'm
people,
gonna
bro.
keep.
If you're gonna dehumanize
Stay-
people, I'm gonna keep using the word bro,
Stay-
bro.
Okay, Lilith,
Stay mad.
can I just play something quickly, please?
Go ahead and play it. I stand by what.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sun don't shine.
Yeah. And so that's what happened. She had to apologize, and then she had to go eat that shit on her own live too. So she had to eat that twice. And then ever since then, she's been like, I'm not apologize to another
Be
trans
quiet,
person.
Kaytee.
And she was talking
Or
about
what?
her
What you gonna do?
mother. And she said, I don't care if
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You are not tough on the internet.
her mother should have stopped being her mother 50 years ago. Her mother should have stopped existing 50 years ago. Because she did say, because somebody did remind her, hey, didn't you say they're going to talk to people's moms? And she said, I don't care. So her mother should have been wiped off the face of the earth too.
Oh wow. See? Alright, so I wanna just I have to stop talking here in a minute,
She should be
Michael.
wiped off the planet.
Because
There's
my
more.
voice. Wait, I know. I'll be quiet, but I gotta stop talking here in a minute, and I'm probably gonna drop down and just listen.
I don't care.
I just want to point out one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a whole load more. Just one moment, please.
Oh, there's also stuff from a BLK
One second,
show.
Shiloh.
Now, her mother should have stopped being her mother 50 years ago. Her mother should have stopped existing 50 years ago. Because she did say, because somebody did remind her, hey, didn't you say they're going to talk to people's moms? And she said, I don't care. So her mother should have been wiped off the face of the earth too.
Wait for it.
Yeah, exactly. So her whole family tree should be wiped off the planet.
So just genocide? Is that what they're talking
one
about?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Her whole family should have been wiped off the face of the earth. Her whole family. No. Like if I could, I'd wipe them off myself. I would use a blade on the collective neck of that family tree.
There you go.
Don't get the live taken.
So they basically, Kaytee made unaliving threats to that particular person's family, their mother, the whole family line, saying how they were going to use a blade on them as
Never
well.
said genocide. All right, listen. I gotta stop talking in a minute, so let me get my final words, and then you all can discuss this. One, eliminating someone's entire family tree is G-side. It's what happened to the majority of my family in 1936. All right? I don't want to fucking hear it at all. Also, two, bro is not a goddamn gender. If you're a trans woman out here and you're getting offended by bro and dude, bitch, you have not hung around women, because women throw around the terms bro and dude all the time, and don't sit there and have a fuss about it. Grow the fuck up. Get some thick ass skin. All right? If a woman calls me bro, that doesn't impact my womanhood enough for me to get fucking bent about it. Bro.
Okay, and also Kaytee's gone after some BLK people and people who
And I don't give a fuck if you ask me not to call you bro.
Okay,
I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
And they're also there during one of the doxings.
Bros. Please, bros.
Bro,
All bros.
bro,
All
bro,
bros in
bro,
this live. All
bro,
Hold on. Stop. I'm the host.
All right, bro.
All bros in this live, right?
Bro.
I am momentarily, right, by authority of a bro, dubbing everybody in this live a bro.
All right, bro.
For the means of making this point, right? So everybody in this live is a bro, right?
All right, bro.
So bros, right?
I fucking love you
Bro
for that
in
popcorn.
this context, right? I just want to
All
make
right,
the
dude.
point.
Dude,
Is
bro.
a non-gendered term, right? In this context.
This doesn't
Now
bother
I'm
me
going
really.
to let
All right, bro.
this live continue from this context.
I'm just a bitch. Anyways, I want to get a quick shout out to Auntie Feather. Hello, Auntie Feather. Miss you. Hello, Popcorn. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I missed
Love you,
all
bro.
the drama, but it doesn't sound very pleasant. I wish we can just all get along and learn to respect and not overtalk the host or anybody. Also, there is 55 people in here. Let's tap that screen. Let's show some love.
Why is
Unalive
why are they
all
back up
bigots
here?
and their enablers. They get the. Oh no! I offended.
I advocate for locking Kaytee
I don't care.
in the jail for
me
threatening
too.
people's lives.
You don't
My
get,
bigot.
you do not get a say.
I advocate for reporting Kaytee to the police for advocating to unalive people and communicating threats online.
I've never said that.
I actually have a lot of proof of this, and I can also say that Kaytee was there during one of the doxes against Elijah as well.
Are you Skylar, are you in the United States?
I'm in the UK, but I can
Okay,
also-
so if you,
Alright.
I can totally help you get that to the right people if you need me to, because I'm here in the States
Alright.
and the FBI definitely handles those type of things.
I'll definitely send you a DM then, Queen.
Thank you.
Do you have Discord?
I do have Discord. Just message me. I'll give you my Discord.
All right,
Wait a minute.
really quick.
When did I
don't?
dox somebody?
I don't know. I don't know all.
I've never
the-
doxed anybody.
Hold on. I don't know all the. I don't know all the tea. Right?
No,
And
I'm
I
telling
don't
you, I've never doxed
necessarily
anybody.
Want it here and now. Okay. But please, again, I've.
I want to know. I want to know from
I
starters.
have
When have I doxed somebody?
I have explained, right, in which Schmittler came from, right? It would be tempting as fuck. Okay? That is how I would put that, right? It would be tempting as fuck. Okay? But you cannot be anti-G-side and promote it at the same time.
I'm not promoting G-side.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
You did it. You said you would do
No.
exactly what
I
Schmittler
said
did
I would
to my
unalive
family
her
in
tree.
Germany.
I did not say unalive her race. Do you not know what genocide?
You said
what
unalive her
G-side
tree.
is? Yeah,
Do you
her
know how many
tree. Yeah.
family trees? You know how many
I
family
would
trees
unalive
Schmittler
her tree.
cut off
Her
at
tree, not
at
her
the bottom?
race.
Shut the fuck up,
You will
bitch.
not interrupt.
No, not you triggered.
I'm not sure. Yeah, dude, because when you're talking about
Oh,
committing
no.
G-side, yeah, I'm going to be triggered
Primal.
because a huge portion of my family
Right.
was G-sided in Germany. So yeah, I think I might be actually fucking triggered.
Yeah, cry.
Was your cry? So there's the anti-Semitism.
Nope, it's not anti-Semitism.
Yep, so there's
It's
the
not
anti-Semite right
anti-Semitism.
there.
I'm saying cry about what I said
W
about
Queen,
envy.
W Slick, W.
Cry about what I said about
Okay,
envy.
anti-Semite, whatever.
Well,
Okay, that's not
let's
anti-Semitic,
play a
Semitic, but okay.
hypothetical really quick. Just
Unalive
the
her family
entire
tree.
panel here.
I said what I
Everybody
said.
If you
quiet
don't
while the
mind.
host is talking,
Right.
please.
I just don't even know
you
where I
mind,
dock somebody.
Right? Really quick. Really quick. Right? To the entire panel here. Yeah. If you had like, because this is something that like perplexes me to a point of like an existential question kind of on somewhat of a daily basis, right? If you had like the I don't know, omnipotent, right, powers of like Superman, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you proceed in regards to how certain things are occurring right now?
What do you mean?
So like if I dare to say that like if I had to, I would have that very like hard conversation with certain politicians, right? What is going on? Hold on. Remove who?
I'm trying to get
going
him
to-
as well real quick.
If somebody else, if you have to re-request, please do. I'm sorry for whatever just happened. Anyways, if you had that like that ultimate power to be able to like sit down with like Trump himself and say, hey, look, you have this decision here to either act right, or I don't know, I'm going to like in that like weird.
Someone go get bitch. Do not bring envy up on this panel.
No,
You know
no,
I
envy
can't
is
see- I
valid
cannot
here right
stand.
now.
I cannot stand that.
Envy is valid right now because this is against envy.
What
I'm not
do you
giving
mean?
any envy. If you, Skylar, honestly,
I'm not
honestly,
playing
right
that
now,
game,
right?
dude. Envy
Hey,
is literally.
I'm not.
fucking said
If
the
you,
worst
if you
shit.
ever, honestly, hey, you can sit here and give a perspective as to your particular understanding of conversations that you've had with envy, right? And I will sit here and have that conversation with you all day, right? However, if you ever sit there on my panel and refer to envy as being valid, right? I personally, right, will take the opportunity to just kick you off because
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't care what envy is saying right now at the moment in the day that you heard them say this, right? I have on multiple occasions in the past for years now heard them consistently, persistently, and insistently lead up to a point of extreme bigotry, to a point in which they have like expressed to a person that they should invalidate themselves to a point of going by their unalived name, because anything else in regards to a feminine name would be appropriation. Okay. And to that, I would say, if you're going to say that argument there, right, is valid whatsoever. Okay.
Yeah, I'm more than happy. I'm
Go
more than
fuck
happy
yourself.
for you to send me all that information about the threats that were made, so that I can work here, in the place that person resides, to hold them
They're
accountable.
Philly, by the way.
But like, Envy has said some serious shit that has hurt me a lot. I don't care that they don't believe that I'm a woman. I don't care anything about that. Like, they could say what they want to say, but I just, like, for me, having to hear it, like it has hurt me greatly. And even that person's voice now, it throws me into deep depression, because for me, dude, like, I would go to bat for Envy's rights. If I ever saw Envy being hurt by anybody because she's a woman, I would go to bat and I would put my life at risk to help her, even though she has hurt my community greatly. But she's a woman, and as a woman, we have a shared fight against the oppression and the femicide and the misogyny that's happening under the patriarchy. She would not do the same for me, but I would still do that for her. But just hearing her voice, honestly, makes me want to kill myself. I'm so tired of hearing women tell me I'm not a woman. It makes me want to kill myself.
No, that's fine. It's just meaning because these threats were directed at Envy, so...
Yeah, so send me everything. Send me everything. And
I'll send you understand that there's strong language occurring, right? This is an educational live, and as such, please give grace in regards to certain phrases that are being used.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta drop down because I can't talk anymore. But yeah, send me all that stuff. I'll make sure to get it to the right people so that they can do their investigation and hold that person accountable. Because one, I don't believe in G-side at all. You shouldn't be advocating to unalive people. You shouldn't be dehumanizing people and saying that they are deserving of unaliving no matter fucking what. It's just unacceptable. Right? You can have your opinion about who's what and what's what, but once it tips over to threats, dehumanization, and advocating for G-side, you have literally become a serious threat that can seriously hurt somebody. So,
100%.
Love you. I'm a feminist. I believe in the protection of all women, even if those women don't believe in the protection for me. Sending you love energy.
Also, by the way, if you didn't say you were trans, I would not have got that.
Does anybody have contention with me accepting the request at this point?
No, you can go for it if you want. Let others, though, quickly weigh their opinion.
Okay.
Hey,
calling the state on a black trans woman is wild, but okay. Go off, I guess. I did not threaten Envy. I did not threaten any GC. I said bigots are not people, and they should unalive.
I just want to be clear. I'm not doing. I'm fucking done at this point with the whole fucking call out live bullshit. Right? Yeah. I'm not doing a call out live right now. If you guys want to, at this point, use my prompt to air your laundry, go nuts. I'm gonna take a break for like 10 minutes, and I'm literally putting a fucking timer on this.
Please do.
In fact, Sebastian, you're a neutral party. I'm going to do this to you. Do you mind?
You can do.
Okay, great. There's a 10-minute timer going on. Yeah. We all know how this ends. You know, nothing happens. So anyways, go on. I'm taking a fucking break.
Cool.
Air your laundry.
I said what I said. That's all I gotta say about it. And if you guys want to cap for a bigot, then go right ahead. Over Envy of all people.
Okay.
Wild.
So, bro, you've said this on multiple counts on
Yes,
Envy.
and I'll say it again. Unalive all bigots. Bigots are not people. They should be wiped off the face of the earth. And I stand by it. All bigots. All bigots. Racists, transphobes, homophobes, xenophobes, all of them should be wiped from the planet. Every single one of them. Stay mad about it. That's not a threat.
But again, you have said this directly to Envy and gone up and harassed them on their panel 2 times.
I have said that to her. She's not the only one.
Okay, but you've still gone up and harassed people.
I did not harass anybody. I'm saying she's a bigot. She's not a person. And if people want to sit there and trip out and be performative about it, go right ahead. I have never advocated for anybody who isn't a bigot to be unalived or to unalive themselves. A bigot should. A bigot should. And the fact that you guys think that by bigot, I mean all of you, shows that you're performative. And I have no use for you. I stand by what I said.
Okay, but I also have a lot more clips of this happening, and you haven't just gone at people who are bigoted or GCs.
Yes, I have.
You've gone also at people in the LGBTQIA
Who did I say? Who did I say within the community should be penalized?
Atheists. Huh? Let me.
Wait. Are you saying I went after atheists?
No. Let me find their name.
Are you talking about African atheist?
Yeah, African.
I never went after her.
Oh, then why do they have a clip of you?
You know I used to panel with her all the time, right? And I never went after her, ever. If you want the facts of this, I have at least 20 people backing me up right now. At least 20 I can tap into. The reason why we left African atheists' space, and I have respectfully kept this to myself for over a year. The reason why we left that space where we were is because she allowed one of her mods, her head mod, to be anti non-binary repeatedly. So don't come up here about atheists, about African atheists. You ain't ready for that talk. You're really not ready for that talk. So you want to take African atheists out of your mouth, and the whole thing of me going after black people, I'm not going after her. In fact, I tried to make peace with her. I have the screenshots for this. So you want to back off of this one, Skylar. You really want to back off this one.
Okay,
You lost the last time with this.
Don't lie. I'm here.
You lost the last one, and you're going to lose this one. African atheist.
Kaytee, the reason why you left is because I could not allow you to bully people on the
That's
panel
not true.
anymore.
That is
and
not true.
I decided to leave the server that you had made for me, and that made you so mad to a point that you told me to reach out to you. And when I went to text you, to DM you, you had already blocked me. So we met on our first live, and you told me to again reach out to you. And I realized that you were telling me to reach out to you because you wanted me to realize that you had already blocked
That's
me.
not true.
So
African
do not
atheist.
lie on me, Kaytee. You've been after me every time, everywhere you see me. You badmouth me. I've had you even speak, talk badmouth. Miss Waterlife.
African,
I am
don't lie.
done with you.
African,
I never thought I would do this on a
I've
panel.
not talked to you in
But
almost
Jesus,
a year.
motherfucking Christ, I'm done with you.
I haven't talked to you in almost a year. And by the way, when I said reach out to me, I meant on my TikTok DMs, not my Discord. You know I blocked you on Discord. You know why.
Oh no, I reached out to you on your TikTok. I DM'd you on your TikTok.
No, you did
And when
not.
we met on our first live, you told me to DM you on your TikTok again. At that time, you had already blocked me. And I told you I had done that.
You did not DM me.
I had tried reaching out to you. And you were like, I told you to DM me on my TikTok.
You did not.
You wanted me to realize that you had blocked me.
African.
Jesus, I have never met anyone more toxic.
African, you did not reach out to me. Don't lie, African.
I texted you, and there are people who actually can back me up.
No, you did not, African. You did not. And the reason why all of us left, Quan, Heatwave, all of them, you know why. We said it's because you let the boy be black non-binary. We have told you about this.
How was the boy? How was the boy anti-non-binary? I'm not going to fight for the boy. But how was he anti-non-binary?
We told you about it, and we have proof of him.
When did you tell me about it?
Hold on.
When did you tell me about it?
We also have proof.
You blocked me before you could tell me.
Listen,
and then you started hosting lives after you had blocked me, Kaytee. And you're bragging how you had texted everybody who was coming into my life.
African,
Jesus, I've never met anyone like you. And I hope I never do.
African, I have the clip where the boy sat there and verbally abused of one of your other debaters. I have it on my phone right now. All 3 parts of it. I kept that to myself.
You can play.
I didn't want you put on blast.
You can play.
Have done anti-trans
You can play.
I'm sorry. No, it's true. I have it.
You can play, Kaytee.
Wait.
Okay. I'm gonna post it up.
What? Sir. What?
I don't know why you're
if
bringing
you
up somebody I haven't talked to in over a year.
Sorry, host here. Yeah. If you had evidence of this egregious action, why would you make the conscious choice to hold on to it for an extended period of time and not divulge it to?
Because actually, this is already known. It's been known before I even came on the app, and this is not for the LGBT community overall to know about. This was within the Black LGBTQ atheist space to know, and they know about it. We know about this. It's not for you guys to know. This is internal stuff, because most of her panel is of people of color, and not for you guys. And you can go ahead and dispute this.
Okay, look,
you can go ahead and dispute this, but you're gonna have to dispute the whole thing.
Look, I don't care to dispute this, Kaytee.
Oh no, I'm
really
talking about African atheists.
I'm not trying to make any claim to like a privilege of knowledge that you happen to have that I should pertain. I'm just wondering, like, if like logically within the argument that you presented, if that was the case, then I would say, why would I hold on to this for a fucking year? It just seems weird.
It's just in my phone. That's it. That's it. I have old pictures from like 3 years ago on this phone. So.
And I'm asking you to play it. You never told me anything about it. Instead,
you know about this.
You
incident.
started lives. You started hosting lives, call out lives. I don't even think they were call out
no, I don't
lives.
do
I
call
think
out
they
live.
were gossiping lives. They were gossiping lives. You held those lives.
No, I did not.
I caught a glimpse of it. You never confronted me.
I don't
even
hold
when I told you,
live.
even when I
about?
tried to speak to you on our first live and asked you, I tried reaching out to you and I could not. You told me to DM me, and by that time I went to DM you and I was already blocked.
I'm sorry.
So why were you holding evidence when you? I had not blocked you even on my Discord. You were not blocked. You could reach out to me on Discord, on TikTok, and you did not.
You said
Instead,
you didn't want to talk to me.
You're claiming to have evidence.
African?
You're claiming to have evidence that you have not shared with anyone. You did not even confront me.
African,
Jesus.
You said you didn't want to talk to me anymore. I got word from Jet, and I have those. Do you really want to go down this road? I have the evidence of this.
Before we get there, I'm gonna cut everyone off for a second. Popcorn made it clear that they want to end this in 10 minutes. There's 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Can someone go live and we can continue this?
Yeah, I don't know why African atheists are trying to jump on in on this.
Oh no,
It's weird.
I said I wanted to take a break for 10 minutes and not really intervene in this, and I already broke that like a few minutes ago. I'm willing to continue this whole whatever this is. I'm just saying I am differentiating myself from this argument, right? And just saying like that there are aspects of which I understand the paradox of tolerance, right? And there are lines I'm willing to cross within that, and telling somebody to fucking unalive themselves, and that's not a fucking line I'm willing to cross, is all I was fucking saying. But I'm willing to like entertain whatever the fuck you guys want to do with this whole whatever the fuck this is. I'm just not calling it a call out live. I'm just saying it's a I don't know, fucking air your beef and figure it the fuck out and come to a fucking like reasonable place of like understanding with each other kind of situation. I don't know what the fuck you want to call that. I'm gonna go back to taking a break.
This is them trying to deplatform me. I have the whole thing from yesterday. Well, not the whole thing. I have a good chunk of it. At least the last 20 or so, 25 minutes of you guys talking about this, Elijah and Skylar. So I don't know what you guys are doing. Also, Skylar, you did agree that I was not wrong in saying that bigots such as envy to be unalived.
Okay.
You did agree.
Okay. So okay, wait.
That's awkward for you that you agreed, and then the next day you turned around and said you don't.
Sorry, where's the clip? Where's the clip of Skylar agreeing?
Yeah, it was on Lele's live, I believe.
Can you once again, Skylar, can you provide the clip of Skylar agreeing? I would like to hear that.
This was in Lele's live. I do not know. I don't mind for Lele.
Because right now,
however, if you reach out to Leah,
Kaytee, after what they just said, you guys would fucking eat the other side.
yeah, you're a GC slick. You're a GC. You should get the guillotine.
You're weirdo.
I have that on screen record.
Like, no one's afraid of you, but like, you're a weirdo.
Right. Skylar, I'm sorry. You said you're recording this because I forgot, and I was relying on TikTok to record this all, but you did record that, right? Yeah.
Did you record the entire thing, Skylar?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? Good. I'm sorry. At this point, Kaytee,
Puck,
come on.
Puck, I took the screenshots of what Kaytee put in the comments.
I do not. I wanna make it clear. I don't fucking really like Slick all that much at all in any regards at this point, and so many views. Really, I would say like on a maybe like.
Oh my god, spit it out. Give us summary.
Like 80-20 percentage, like an 80-20 percentage, right? But to say that like I would like chop her head off.
Right.
I'm saying that intentionally in that regards to negate like TikTok algorithms. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, to state that, to go that far, Kaytee, is really like unless like, and I've never. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Kaytee. Right? I have never, in all the like contention that I have built up against that 80-20 percentile, right? Against Slick, right?
This is fine.
You said you want to chop my hair?
As saying I should like put them under a chop block, yeah. But sure, I also said I'm going to take a fucking break, so I'm going to put another timer on somebody else. On TG, you mind if I put a timer on you for? I'm going to go 20 minutes this time. I'm going to like try right under my own time frame to actually adhere to this one and see what actually occurs in the next 20 minutes, and hope to Fred that this doesn't take me to a place, Kaytee, in which I have like an extreme point of contention with you. And I'm going to, at this point, take the 20-minute break now. Okay?
You can place a time on me as well, Puck. Also, the only
well,
reason...
I mean, can I just say something though? Because like, I think we should like give like a huge boo to Kaytee because they basically just like debunked any argument that y'all have that like trans women are not aggressively angry towards women.
No, that's
well, I can't do 20 minutes, but I can do 15, but there it is.
Yeah, no, that's just
GC's get the guillotine.
Oh, and the only reason why I'm actually recording this live is if it gets taken down, we can't get a full live. So, Kaytee, I'll be forwarding this all off to Delirious and Elijah and into the server.
I mean, I speak on behalf of all women. No one's afraid of you, Kaytee, so you can like spew your nonsense.
Please do it. I stand by what I said.
To everything, it's kind of comical.
I'm not. I'm intolerant.
Who cannot stay on mute.
Anyway, Slick, how are you doing?
No, I'm gonna break this just for the one time sake. I'm also simultaneously being kind of like somewhat blacklisted on a lot of fucking panels right now because I'm the fucking asshole that sits here and tells people of any demographic whatsoever fucking ever if they ever adhere to the kind of fucking rhetoric that like a disturbed individual with a really fucking disturbing mustache ever fucking adhered to, right? And stands on a soapbox today preaching that same fucking rhetoric that essentially makes them the same kind of person, right? Okay. So that being said, I don't give a fuck what demographic you come from. Okay. If you're the kind of person that pushes schnauzy fucking rhetoric, right?
I'm sorry, who's the
say
Nazi?
I would proudly put on a fucking patch and preach Nazi shit. I would sit here and say, I don't care what your demographic is, you're kind of a fucking schnauzy.
I mean, okay? who's pushing snotty stuff here? Because it ain't me.
I don't hear anybody. I don't hear anybody here particularly pushing schnauzy shit. Okay? I'm just saying that if anybody were to, right, I would gladly call them, regardless of their demographic, a schnauzy. Point blank, period.
You mean like GCs? Like transphobes? Transphobes want us
You have no leg to
eradicated.
stand on right now.
Transphobes want us eradicated.
How are you trying to flip flop it back? Like your deflection's wild.
How dare I
pivot?
How dare I fight against transphobes?
Yeah, all women.
I'm a symptom of
What came out of your mouth is foul, you little short.
I said what I said. Transphobes get the wall.
Mind if I just quickly
Transphobes get the wall.
Wait. So
and they deserve it.
Kaytee, what you have currently said actually hurts our community because you.
I don't. Look,
yeah, well, you know that
I don't care if you think that.
Right, currently,
GCs get the wall.
No, you just actually did you just did the GC such a favor. With your
GCs get the wall, so do the
honestly, you prove a lot of the points with what just happened here.
GCs get the wall.
And I hope that you own that and you'll be proud of that.
GC,
right? You hate women.
I totally own that. All bigots get the wall.
Hold on.
Yes.
You hate women.
Bigot, you get the
wish
wall.
harm to all of us, yet you want to be accepted into a private space where we are? Motherfucker,
here's the
bye.
thing. I'm the intolerant left, honey. Okay? GCs get the wall.
I'm actually on the side of GCs right now. W Slick.
W Slick in the situation.
Get the wall too.
Also, hi Slick. By the way,
I can fin for myself. Kaytee, I can fin for myself, so you can say get the wall all you want to.
Yeah, collaborators get
with me now. By the way, Slick. Me and you are now besties. Also, if you ever need anything, just let me know. You have my Discord.
Who votes we drop Kaytee at the moment? Because
yeah, go ahead.
Me.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Hold on.
No.
Let's be real quick. Kaytee is not a woman.
No.
He's an angry ass man.
Fine. If we're at that point, Kaytee, I want to ask you a final question, if you're willing.
So, number one, I'm a woman.
Kaytee.
I want to correct something. I've never said I'm a woman.
Katie. Right. So I get that like perspective of like from her perspective of getting out of being like a Gilead great victim, right?
Hold on, because I'm going to grill you for a second.
But no. I want to know something. No,
I find it weird that you're entertaining.
Okay. If I have to fucking drop you,
but then
I will. I'm gonna fucking finish the fucking point. I'm gonna fucking finish the point. If you can't find that control center to fucking box the fucking question, Slick, I'll drop you.
You should kick him.
Okay.
I'm leaving. I already said it. I'm not sitting up here with this fucking weirdo. You want to
Fine. Don't stand up here. I wanted to fucking ask them a fucking question. And this is tricky. And you can just sit there and not fucking understand it from the comments. Okay? Kaytee. Yeah? Right. So you get to her point in which she just unalived, right? The commander, right? And that's totally justified, right? Totally justified, right? But at the same time, you have to move on from that point, right? No, are you the person that is capable of like learning from that experience and moving on from that point and not being a full-blown fucking psychopath?
What? You mean? Oh, you mean of me like being okay with bigots being around? No. Bigots will always get it. All
Okay.
I want,
So
I want to be
I
clear.
get it, Kitty.
All bigots
Kitty. I get
should
it. I get it.
burn alive. All of them. They are not humans. They are not people.
Oh, that's good for the screen recording.
If I may, I don't think you guys. I think Katie's just being vulgar at the moment, and you guys don't understand where she might be coming from. So I'm just gonna ask you guys simple questions, and I would like an answer from everyone but Katie in the answer. To answer, what is the number of Black trans people getting murdered right now?
I do not know the number off by heart.
It's very high.
It's
What is the
ridiculously
number
high.
what is the number of trans people getting murdered right now?
Ridiculously
It's even higher.
high.
Right. So if someone's pushing rhetoric that's hurting other people in other communities, including children that are getting harmed because they want to be who they are, Katie's just stating that she doesn't feel like they should be around because they're pushing rhetoric that's harming kids, that's harming BIPOC, LGBT people, and it's harming trans people.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care what you guys say.
Okay. But Katie,
I get it.
I'm
It's
not
vulgar.
trying to say. I'm
I am
not
the
trying to
symptom.
say anything, Kitty. Right? And trust. Right? I think you have seen the passion I have put into some of these fucking lives. Right? I'm just saying that there has to be at some point a line you draw in displaying empathy for a human being.
Puck.
But I also get, hold on. I'm going to end it here and get back to like whatever fucking time is ever left in whatever fucking time I gave grace. At the same time, I also understand that like when you're fucking being attacked, you have to fucking survive. And you have to do so sometimes by any means. Okay. I'm also giving grace that
I don't want your grace, Puck. You need to understand.
I contemplate these situations myself on a
Puck.
daily fucking basis.
Puck, I don't want grace. Here's what I want. The energy that you guys are giving to me, I am a symptom of what they do. Don't deal with the symptom, deal with the cause. They are the cause. The GCs are the cause. Take this energy that you're throwing at me, which is misdirected, and aim at them and tell them to stop with the eliminationist bullshit. And until that happens, I will always say, bigots get the wall, GCs get the wall, TERFs get the wall, all of them. I do not care. They are not people. They are not worth my time. And
You're talking to somebody that is getting canceled by both fucking demographics because on one side I call the GCs
I don't
a bunch
care,
of CNX
Puck. I'm not worried
Tuesdays
about your struggle.
openly
I'm worried about me
without
and mine.
censoring it. And also because I call any demographic
you
again
yourself as a person is being canceled, Puck. Meanwhile, we're sitting there getting murked.
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't even fucking monetize my accounts, Kaytee.
You don't care about us as people being murked. You're worried about your TikTok?
Oh my god.
While in real life, we are being murked in the streets because of the rhetoric, and you don't
in comparison to what's going on, in comparison to what's going on, in comparison to what's going on, I don't care about my own personal fucking sanctity.
We are being
my own
killed,
personal fucking
we are
account.
being killed,
I don't
Puck,
care.
And you're worried
I
about your goddamn platform.
I know,
Kaytee.
I just literally said I don't care about that. Okay?
Puck,
we're agreeing on that.
Sorry, Puck.
Shut the fuck up, Elijah. You think there's a genetic basis for race? I'm listening to
agreement
Puck.
with you on that.
Said that he doesn't
Shut the
care
fuck
about
up,
his
Elijah.
Jesus.
Puck never said that.
Shut the fuck up, Elijah. You think there's a genetic basis for race? You have nothing. Shut the fuck up, Elijah.
Don't talk to me.
Elijah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass the fuck up, Elijah.
Katie, can you mute and Elijah mute? please?
Yes, I will. I will.
Doc, can you say everything you just said all over again? Please.
In a minute, I'm taking a bite of my meal, and I'm going to do that for as long as it takes for me to take a bite of my meal.
What are you having for dinner? I feel like that's a more important topic right now, actually.
Braised barbecue ribs
Ooh.
with a side of steamed vegetables, and mashed potatoes with a creamy gravy, and a side of corn and green beans. Yeah.
Ooh,
both
that's
basically
good.
seasoned in salt and pepper.
Oh, if you ever need any like recipes, I'm a chef, so if you ever need anything. But that sounds lovely as hell.
I have a degree in an associate's anyways in culinary arts. I also have a bachelor's in business to back that up, and I'm also 2/3 my way through in a degree in sociology, but that's neither here or there.
Oh, that's cool. I'll definitely come to you for some advice, and especially on sociology, because I want to take that in college. And I also want to take psychology, just so I can hold my own against the GCs a little bit more. Because there's a reason why they don't argue with Gel on that side. Also, hi African, how are you?
I'm good, Skylar. How are you doing?
Yes.
Hey, Divine. Oh my God.
I find it wild that you guys have African atheists up here.
I
Given
also
the
find
shit
it
that she's
wild
allowed.
about you,
It's
but,
wild.
Anyway, Two Father, how are you? Two Father, yeah, how are you? Two Feather, sorry. I'm just waiting until Puck's done.
Two Feather possibly have fallen asleep. They fall asleep pretty quickly, and I'm jealous.
How are you then, Ego?
I am doing great. I'm just hanging out right now. So, since everyone's muted,
Thank you, host. Sorry to interrupt, ladies, and that, yeah.
No, you
Can
can
I just
shut up
ask
until.
who was the
No, you can
so-called
shut
gentleman?
up. You can shut up until I do introductions. In the meantime, sorry, nurse, go ahead.
Sorry.
it's okay. I just have a question for Kaytee. Kaytee, did you know the answer to my question?
About how many black trans women are unalived?
Yes, and LGBT people, the numbers, percentages.
Percentage, I know it's pretty high. I can't remember. I don't know what the exact number is this year alone, but I know it's pretty high. I know last year was at least 30 in the United States alone.
Either way, if it was in the other way around, and I'm gonna put a really bad hypothetical, that may trigger some people in here, and that's my trigger warning. But if it was vice versa, where someone was pushing rhetoric like the people that were saying that it is okay to date people who are underage and they wanted to be in the LGBTQ, right? Did you guys remember that a few years ago?
Yeah, the maps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we fought really hard for that not to happen. And a lot of people in the LGBT people were saying that they should be unalive for pushing that rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
We still agree with that, or do we not agree with that?
Exactly. I was going to go with that too. I say that unaliving maps is not a bad thing.
I was asking the panel.
Oh, sorry.
I actually do have to agree with Kate on this one rare occasion because I never heal.
Oh. What about the rest of you?
Someone could quickly just say, because
what about the rest of you? Because the rest of you guys had something to say.
Wait, could one of you confirm what I've just said?
No.
So,
what about the rest of you? Because it's okay.
You want my perspective, Kaytee? You want my perspective? Fine, I'll give you my perspective. Yeah, as the host, right? Myself. Okay. I am not about to tell anybody how they're allowed to feel in regards to the person that committed egregious acts against them unconsensually. I am not gonna fucking do that. What I will say,
you literally did.
In regards to no, I did fucking not, and I will make the differentiate. I will define the differentiation if that's what you need. Okay?
I'm a trans black femme, and they're trying to push elimination of tactics that would
this is not a claim I made. This is not a claim I made. This is not a claim I made. In fact, I made distinct differentiation between the claims.
Just answer the question. Is it okay to unalive maps? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
I was answering the question.
It's a yes or no question. Yeah. Even Scouter is able to answer.
In my particular situation, if I was face to face with the son of a bitch, I would not fucking know how the fuck I would handle that. Okay, I don't know. At this point, though, what I can say, when asked slightly prior to the son of a bitch's fucking unalivement naturally,
it's a yes or no question.
I didn't know how to fucking respond, and I said at this point, I would just hope that he has learned something from this, and I'm gonna move on with my fucking life, and I'm not gonna make that fucking judgment. Okay, and that's my perspective.
Yeah, so you would let the map live.
No,
okay.
I'm saying it's fucking nuanced, you son of a bitch.
It's nuanced when it comes to maps. Got it.
Okay, so basically,
I'm saying it's nuanced to how you fucking do not. You're on no. You're on thin ice now. You're on thin ice now in my fucking life, and I'm telling you right now, do not tell me how I'm allowed to deal with my fucking trauma. Do not tell me that I am allowed to sit here and say, I don't care at this point. I am moving on. Do whatever the fucking you want with that situation. I absolve myself from that situation. Do not judge me on that fucking matter. Okay? Do not tell me that I'm not allowed to fucking walk away from that and say,
I can swim.
I'm not going to allow it to affect me anymore. Okay? That's what I just fucking said.
Could I have more say, if possible, please, on the UK? Thank you for pointing out what maps is for me, please. Thank you for...
No problem.
You've pointed out for me. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Can somebody explain that to me? I'm unfamiliar with it.
So, map refers to a PDF file. My affected person.
Well, thank you for that.
So,
no problem.
Could you accept, your say we get gender fluid toilets and all that like that, could you accept?
That isn't the topic right now, by the way. So I just want to also back what Puck has said. Puck has multiply said that he does not want me to talk about PDFs. I used to be a PDF hunter. Can someone repeat that for just if anyone else is screen recording? That I used to be a PDF hunter. Hunter. Could you repeat that real quick for me, Elijah?
Okay.
Scarlett used to be a PDF hunter.
Yeah, thank you. So I used to hunt these people, and Puck has actually said that he doesn't want to hear about this because of his past trauma. And I also have trauma around PDFs. My dad was a PDF, and I took it upon myself to hunt these people. So yes, I may agree with Kaytee on this subject, but at the same time, PDFs and gender criticals and TERFs and bigots, they're a completely different ballgame. They don't...
Okay, then. Skylar, I'm going to ask you a simple question.
You have to respect the host's point of view because you're in this person's life. If he don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Skylar, I'm going to ask you a simple question.
Okay, let's go for it.
The difference between a MAP or a MAP and a bigot, do they both harm children?
Yes, they both harm children in different ways.
Okay. Do they both harm other adults and LGBT people?
Yes, they both harm them. But
Yes, because they want to be part of the LGBT. What was the reason why we didn't want them part of the LGBT?
By the way, I'm not equating maps are part of the LGBTQIA. I'm equating that maps are PDFs and PDFs don't have human rights.
I agree with you. I 100% agree that they should be unalive and their rhetoric not be put. Because they harm other people, they harm children, they harm the LGBT.
I also
But
just
so do bigots.
I just want to quickly state that the maps were actually pushed by the bigots. There was actually a lot of evidence to show that this was made up by the bigots too, and the flag was also similarly made to make it look like trans people PDFs to get their flag confused.
Skylar, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Okay. You think
we could go so far beyond that before the whole flag situation came up, and certain serious protesters of this community existed in the 70s, even prior to the AIDS outbreak occurring, and then getting completely demolished and then getting even pies smashed in their face. But we can go back to what we were just talking about. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Skylar, do you believe that young children should be influenced by their parents' beliefs that LGBT is pushed upon them at a young age?
Wait, who's pushing these beliefs? And also, that's not currently.
If you look at marches in the UK,
okay,
children are there with their parents just waving flags, and they don't know what they're doing, mate.
I'd argue they have some idea, but not complete. Because
do you agree it's right or wrong?
I think it's right. I think showing your kids some education.
Skylar, am I to get this right that y'all are just forgetting what just happened and now Kaytee gets a pass?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Get this fucker out of here! How are you still conversing with this?
Oh no!
Slick is correct. Actually, Slick is correct.
Get the guillotine.
This is weird.
Slick. Get the guillotine. All bigots get the
I'll
guillotine.
hold that on to
Oh
you,
my
Slick.
god!
Get the guillotine.
You're a short.
Change your perspective, or get the guillotine.
Slick. Hey, you're not a mod here, okay? You're not the host. I am, okay? If you want to question me, if you want to question me as to why Kaytee hasn't been kicked off of my live, you can do so. But I'm trying to allow this essentially to resolve, okay, in some way or another, okay? But you, of all fucking people, certainly don't get to come up in here and dictate my lives.
Who says?
Well, legit, hold on, Puck, because I actually was gonna say that I feel like someone needs to be an adult here, and you actually sound like you are getting affected by this. So dead ass, don't.
He's the host.
Don't put up with it. He sounds right upset. He's probably getting DMs attacked because this clown's on his panel.
On some level.
If it's too much,
actually, not a single fucking person has DM'd me on the matter of this whole fucking nonsense, and honestly, that's rare because I get DM'd on a lot of fucking stupid.
To be fair, Puck, I did
arguments that I have.
To be fair,
right?
Puck, I did earlier the first time Skylar was up, but I figured that would be it. So I'm probably the only person that messaged you about this subject whatsoever.
No, I mean,
I said Puck, not you, Slick.
No, if
glue
Puck
your mouth.
supports
I'm just
anything
saying,
that
on
you're
some level,
moving forward, no.
Whoa, Slick. Like I said, right?
Puck, what's your
I have been recently, as a matter of fact, called out for being anti-black because I said that black people can be anti-black. Okay? Now, I have recently been called out because I have gone as far as saying people like Charlie actually uphold white supremacy and should at this point, if they are going to make statements like, I would proudly put on that patch right, might as well identify as being schnazzies.
Wait a minute, Puck. Black people know you can be anti-black. So what are you talking about?
I'm aware. I'm aware.
So who's going after
Charlie
you saying that
apparently,
black people can be...
Charlie apparently doesn't think this, and a lot of the GCs are now trying to like ostracize me from all of TikTok because I've made that point against Charlie for pointing out that Charlie is acting in schnauzy behaviors.
Wait a minute.
Right?
You mean kind of like how the GCs are doing to me right now using Elijah and Skylar, who hangs out with them?
No, they're not
you mean like me?
And what I'm saying is I am trying... Stop.
It's wild.
Hey,
Puck, can I clarify something with you after, please?
It's almost like you're being used as a tool, Puck.
Stop. So, okay. Hey.
The white people are privileged.
He's for horses.
Stop calling me a fucking tool in my own life, right? I don't appreciate that, right? I am trying to, like, as the one of the only, at least, people kind of sticking up for you and your perspective here, right? And you're right. I'm going to stop.
You're not one of the only
give
people
grace
sticking up for my
because
point.
you're not a bigot, right? And so I'm not going to condescend you in that way. I shouldn't have ever referred to it as giving grace because that was uncalled for, and I'm sorry for that.
And also,
Okay?
you're not the only one sticking up for me, Puck. You're not the only one sticking up.
No, I didn't say that. I said as one of the only people.
Sticking up for me, what? You mean on the panel? Because on TikTok, that's not the case. On the panel, you're one of two.
No, I meant on the panel right now. Okay,
You're
because I'm
sticking up
trying
for
to
him
do
right
that
now?
for you. I am
You're fucking
trying
crazy.
to kind
I'm
of
out
do that
of it.
for you right now.
Go ahead,
saying
GC.
that, yes, there
Take the
are
guillotine,
certain there are certain perspectives, right? That I get it, right? I get it. Yeah, when it comes to people like Charlie, yeah, I will right now. And anybody can fucking cancel me for this statement right now. I don't give a fuck what the color of her skin is. She acts like a fucking schnauzy sometimes. You can go ahead and fucking cancel me for that.
No, you entitled to your opinion.
So I'm gonna say this. I don't know why people respect Slick. She thinks because she is white. I have the recording in my Discord.
Oh, I
She says
don't
because she
respect
is
Slick whatsoever, to be
she
clear.
has more privilege and more rights. She has stated it openly because she is white.
No, she
And she
believes
thinks
she has more.
because
Sorry,
she has stated
Wait.
she has made multiple racist comments towards me, and I don't know why people respect that woman, especially BIPOC people.
Racism isn't something you're born with. Yes,
Wait,
racism.
so can we drop Disco because he's not adding anything to the
I'm
comment?
trying to, if you let me.
Like racism, yeah, we know racism isn't born with, but we know it's neurological, and we also know it's
not acceptable.
behavior.
It's not acceptable, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you feel that bad about somebody, why breed it onto your children? Why bring it onto your future?
So, I'm sorry, Disco. I'm gonna go back to the topic.
Okay, sorry.
That we're talking about. So if we're gonna circle back, hi Bug. If we're gonna circle back, I was differentiating the two because LGBT and trans people are higher risk. Me walking, Skylar walking, or Yoko, any of us, or even Two Feather, or even Elijah walking down the road, we have a higher risk of getting murdered than them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see where Katie's tired of everything. So I understand where she's coming from. I don't support, I don't say it myself, but I understand where she's coming from. I don't wish unaliving on anyone, but I literally
Okay,
understand
so
where she's
sure.
coming from, and that's all that
So
matters.
why do people tolerate the shit that I say? Why do people tolerate me fucking telling a fucking black woman that she's acting like a schnauzy when so many other fucking people would say that that's being anti-black itself, right? Why do people put up with that when they won't tolerate what Katie's saying?
Hey, Bug as well.
It's almost like I'm returning the energy that they've been giving us for years, and they're freaking out over just me. I'm only one person doing it, and they're freaking out. But we got to deal with it from tons of people for years. You guys need to get your priorities straight if you think I'm in the wrong. I'm a symptom, not the cause. They're the cause. You two need to take that energy.
You do realize, in the terms of treatment, you have to treat the symptom of it and then figure out what the cause is. So we're actually treating you right now, Kay. This isn't a call out live. This is a vaccination currently.
I will say though too that I have no respect for MB. MB has threatened me and my kids, so I kind of agree with Kaytee on this one for threatening my children.
Yeah, and also like I am saying what I'm saying, which is they can all get it. Okay, if you want to get mad at me, you better be twice as mad at them. I'm the symptom, not the cause. This is reactive abuse. If you think I'm wrong, you need to run over there and tell them. Kaytee says, you guys stop doing this.
Wait, Kaytee. That still doesn't excuse you, though.
It's reactive abuse, aka defense. It's defense. It's defense.
No.
I do not care what you say.
Wait, Kaytee. No. Okay, fine. Maybe this is just me coming from a place of like I've gone through both.
You're coming from a place of privilege,
and DBT therapy, right?
This is you.
One has to go.
You're
through,
coming
like,
from privilege,
accepting those things that like they could not have expected, and they could not have expected would affect them, and the outcome of that affecting them. And then taking into account their reaction of how they treat other people in regards to how those things have affected them. And I have to deal with that on a daily fucking basis, Kaytee. And at the end of the day, you still don't get to just fucking take shit out on people and tell them to unalive simply because
people, they're
of...
bigots.
Okay.
Bigots are cockroaches, and we should squash them.
If I may, as another trans person in this situation, I think that we have to realize one of the things that comes with transphobia is just inherent violence. Transphobia in itself is inherently violent. I'm not excusing anything Kaylee's saying, but I mean, like, it's just matching energies. Transphobia to me, when you are being transphobic, you are actively putting a harm and actively being violent against the trans community. I just think it's expected that some violence will come with it. I think clutching your pearls over it is crazy.
Yeah, and us being defensive and us reacting to it is not the wrong move. We should do that all day, every day. Squash the bigots, the cockroaches. Squash them.
How many
squash them into the ground and burn the earth.
Like I said, I'm not excusing it. You won't hear me say anything out loud, but it's just inherently violent. And when you are violent, you are going to be met with some violence. It should be expected.
Hey, Claire, just for clarification, I'm not telling strangers to unalive themselves. I'm telling bigots to unalive themselves. And it happens to be that there are bigots who I do not know.
Oh, thank you. How many, could I just, please, in your opinions here, please, how many genders are there, please?
Anyways, I'm gonna...
Is that the conversation we're having? What?
Yeah. I have no respect for gender criticals. They have threatened my children and me to dox me. So if you're okay with people who dox kids and threaten them to the point where I had to move, yeah, I have no respect for you either.
So, Eagle, sorry, everybody, 1 second, please. Eagle, I'm so sorry for what the GCs have done to you. But also at the same time, basically, even whilst being on this platform, because I have a video of Echo's live stream the day that TikTok was going down, which featured Brookie, Pax, Jade, Tammy, Kaytee. In that video, Kaytee called me a coon. Kaytee admitted to giving personal, private information of mine to Cotterfish, who was threatened to unalive me, as well as the fact that basically Hayden's boyfriend admitted to trying to terrorize me for over a month. The videos on my main page, Beastlayer Michael. The point that I'm trying to make is the fact that when it comes to the GCs, I fully understand you because I've been maligned by them myself, literally. They are harmful. There's no hands down about it. The GCs are harmful. But when it comes to our own community, that inside our own community, not just the infighting, but the things that the levels that we will stoop to go after each other, it's unacceptable, literally. That's where I stand on that. I don't like Kaytee much. I can literally just go my own way, they can do their own thing. But when they do shit like this, it puts us all in danger because everybody starts to view us like them, because no one on this panel is anything like this particular disgusting person. And thank you, Kaytee, for admitting on a video clip that I do have of you telling everybody how you basically gave my private information to Cuttlefish directly, the person who's threatened to unalive me, literally. So at the end of the day, basically, Kaytee, you got no legs to stand on. Plus the clip that I've already played of you threatening to end Envy's whole family line with a blade yourself, literally. So you can talk about X, Y, and Z. I'm no tool for anybody, literally. I don't like Envy. Envy doesn't like me. We are not friends. We don't kiki. The only thing we've done in the past couple of months has been to debate each other. And even then, just to clear the bullshit. And Envy on her side has been able to tell people, like, for instance, the grape comment that she made last year about me was not true. She cleared that up in her live stream. That's the only thing that I got back from that, my reputation back. Because literally, a lot of people love the lie, including yourself, Kaytee, because you've done the same thing to me. So before you start holding yourself on some kind of pedestal that you're going off the GCs and biggest and X, Y, and Z, you go after your own. You did it last year to Amber Edu. You did it last year to Amber when you kept going after her. That's why we had that call out live and anti-waters live, literally. And now you keep doing it as well, literally. Your behavior hasn't been exclusive to the GCs. It's been to everybody because you don't like them. Literally. So please, Kaytee, sit your ass down and don't talk to anybody about X, Y, and Z.
Wait, I do have a question.
Disgusting.
Are you, Elijah, are you trans? Real quick, are you trans?
No, I am a gay, black, cisgender man, literally. And I speak up for my British trans brothers and sisters because a lot of them are afraid to speak up. That's why I host my lives. That's why I'm doing my master's in applied neuroscience. Because right now, we gotta fight for ourselves here in the country where trans rights are being removed from law as we speak. So don't come at me telling me whether I'm trans or not, literally. I've got a fight on my hands with my people here in the UK. So you can
Wait,
you can
did I
one,
say you weren't trans or did I ask you a clarifying question? I'm confused.
Okay, sorry, because I thought you were about to come at me for not being trans, because I've had that so many times. When I got real problems here in the UK. That's why I host my lives. That's why I'm doing my my master's degree in the subject that I'm doing, and I support my trans brothers and sisters because we need to campaign. We need to get our rights back.
I appreciate it, but I just don't want cis people speaking about trans and fighting. That's like the whole thing, and I'm just not going to say anything from here further than I just don't appreciate cis people commenting on and fighting on trans people. It's not your we have our own little small minute part of the community.
In all fairness, Bug, I try really hard to not make my lives specifically about trans people, and somehow bigots want to come in and make my lives exclusively about trans people. And it's
I'm not saying that you
position in which I have gotten to a point in which I am so fucking curious myself, admittingly, that I want to know every factual aspect of this. And it just seems to me that these same people that have put me in this predicament are fucking batshit crazy themselves when they're sitting here telling me that I'm batshit crazy.
Yeah, that's not what I mean. I'm not saying you can't talk about trans topics or anything.
I'm trying to bring some levity into what just happened here. But Michael, this is Bug, this is Michael.
Yeah, I have no problem.
Everybody
I personally
in this panel
won't input
at the
after
moment
this.
is of this community, whether we're friends or not, right? Is of this community.
Also, your transgender life wants to come up.
So I'm gonna say this because Elijah's not wrong, or Michael. I have stated in their live multiple times that a lot of people think of us as a monolith. So anything we do say, we correct people, right? And if they're wrong, we have to correct them because people think of us as a monolith. So if we're saying the wrong thing, we have to be corrected. So yes, at some point, Kaytee is justified for what she's saying. I think it's more of a moral question. Like, is she morally correct? And where you stand.
I thought Kate went by they then.
Yeah, I thought it's she, they.
Okay.
Quick thing. So sorry, I kept getting disconnected to the point where I had to like reset my TikTok. So first of all, because I wasn't able to address this, I never gave up your private information, Elijah. If you want to be exact, I'll tell people exactly what I did. I got your entire server.
I've got the clip. I don't need you to explain.
I was quiet the whole time. I was quiet the whole time,
Elijah.
Elijah. So I would like it if you did the same thing. I got your entire server. I downloaded the whole damn thing. That's not your private information. I never gave Cuttlefish your private information. That's never happened. And if you're going to claim that, then you're going to have to play the. You're going to show the proof. I've never done that. I've never doxed anybody. I've never taken a part of anybody doxing anyone. However, Elijah, you did try to get me to go to Cuttlefish's house, and I told Cuttlefish about this last year. You tried to get me to go to his house and to live in the same city.
No, I didn't actually.
Yes, you did. I said we live in the same city, and then I was like, "Hey, what should we do?" And then you're like, "Oh, could you go to his house and take pictures?"
Philadelphia. You offered me to speak to the district attorney of Philadelphia. That's what you offered me, and I did not.
Wind it back. Wind it back.
Anything like that, literally.
First of all, you said that I should go to his house and take pictures. Second of all, you said that you want.
Where is
you said you wanted to see if I could do that.
Where is the proof of this? I've got a clip of you saying X, Y, and Z. Where is the proof of what
I'm
you're
sorry.
saying?
I know you have to record things, but at the time, hold on. At the time, Elijah, I can answer your question right now. So at the time, I was not recording my calls. So it's just you and I that know this. Okay, this is why I didn't go out public about it until now. But you did ask me repeatedly over the course of 2 weeks if I could go. See, it's kind of crazy how you interrupt me. It's almost like I'm right.
Because you're lying right now, Kaytee.
I'm not lying. You said, could I go to the district attorney of Philadelphia? And I said, I'll see what I can do. And then I did nothing because I did find it kind of weird. You did also ask me to go by his house and take pictures because he lives 5 miles away from me.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
Elijah and Kaytee, real quick. This is like saying, you've both agreed that you went to district, that you wanted to go to the district of Philadelphia.
He wanted me to. I didn't do it.
Okay, now, Kaytee, let me speak a second.
No, I'm saying he wanted me to. I'm setting the record straight, Skyler. Because remember what happened last time, Skyler? Remember what happened last time when you intruded on something you didn't know what you're talking about? Okay. He wanted me to. I didn't do it.
He wanted to, and you didn't do it.
You offered me to go to the DA of Philadelphia.
Elijah.
You made that offer to me. I was looking for help against somebody that was threatening my life. You offered to go to the DA of Philadelphia for me. That's what you offered. Everything else that you're saying is a lie, literally.
No, you wanted me to take pictures of his place.
Elijah, give me a second. So right now, Kaytee, what you were saying about Elijah wanting you to take pictures of Cuttlefish house is like me saying pigs can fly. Right now, this is subjective, and this is not.
Well, he and I know it's true. That's it. I don't care about if anybody else believes it. That's fine.
We have no evidence of this right now.
Once again, I already said that. I don't care. I don't care about that part. I'm sorry. I don't care if nobody else believes me. That's fine. But Elijah and I know that to be the truth. At the time, I did not record the call, and that was an L on my end.
Right, everybody, Kaytee just admitted to downloading my server. Which server of mine did you download?
I downloaded all 3 of them.
You don't have all 3.
I said I downloaded all 3. I did.
You don't have all 3. I'm sorry, but you don't
I did download all 3, and this is before you deleted the Secret 5 part. So that tells you how far back I reached.
The Secret 5 is not on the server. That's on the group chat. Again,
it's not on a server anymore, Elijah. I have all of it.
The Secret 5 is a group chat. It's not a server. So which server?
I didn't say it's a server. I said I have the Secret 5 part that you erased from the server.
There's no Secret 5 part in my server. There
was one. There was one.
The Secret 5 part was a group chat.
There was a Secret 5 part, Elijah.
There was no Secret 5 part in my server.
Yes, there was, Elijah.
There was Secret 5 group chat, not in my server. Come
It
on,
was in your server, Elijah.
Kaytee, I'm the one that knows my
Elijah,
own
I have
servers.
all three parts of the server. I had intimate knowledge of it, Elijah. And by the way, Elijah, that's not your personal info.
Please, Kaytee. Can you name my servers that you say you've copied?
Yeah, there was Beast Slayer, Elijah the Beast Slayer, and there's another one. There's one just for GCs, actually. There's one full of GC information.
Which one?
I'd have to turn my computer on for that one, but there is one that has just DC information. There's another one that also has information on friendlies, such as Auntie Water, Auntie Cookie, myself.
Hey, Kaytee. In my experience, as somebody who has had to infiltrate certain groups, right? Do I now need to like sit here and disclose the information that I have learned about these groups that I have infiltrated?
Nobody's saying that you have to
prove that.
Nobody's saying you have to.
Okay,
He
so
asked
like
me,
if
he asked me what I
it is
had.
wait,
He asked me what servers.
If it is,
I told him what servers.
if it is, and you come upon it, right? If it is disclosed and you come upon it, yeah, and it puts me in somewhat of a bad light as associating with these people in which I'm infiltrating. Okay, want to make that real fucking clear, right? Infiltrating. Okay, are you then gonna judge me on that material?
Who's not going to judge you about anything? Who said there's him about anything? He's the one that talked about. He's the one that talked about private information.
I'm just asking that particular question.
He's the one that. Puck. He's the one that asked about. He's the one that said I had private information on him. I did not have private information. I had.
I have a clip of you saying
and I
that.
downloaded your server, Elijah. And it was one of your god mods, Elijah.
I have a clip of you saying
at the
that.
end of the day, you try to make insinuation about a particular group chat that was inviting of only gender criticals.
No.
I'm gonna put this out there right now.
It's info on gender criticals.
I have myself in the past, in the 90s, okay, prior to any of the privy of you fucking young fucks ever having privy to the internet itself, made certain lists and groups and had chats in accordance to that kind of infiltration. I'm just asking, where do you draw the fucking line?
That. What I'm saying is he wanted to know what was in the servers. So I told him, I am not against somebody collecting information on opposition. I am not against that at all. But you asked me, Elijah, what's in the servers. I'm telling you what's in the servers.
Show the proof. Can we go one by one, please? Can you name each server and what's in each server, please? So you said you had Beast Slayer Elijah.
There's Beast Slayer Elijah. There's like a Michael, whatever, and another one. I have to turn my computer on for this, Elijah.
We're gonna go
Elijah. The point is, your God must betrayed you, Elijah.
We're trying to go one by one, please.
Elijah, your God must betrayed you. I have the whole thing, and you're saying that I gave cuttlefish your personal information. I did not give your personal information, Elijah.
There's no server called Beast Slayer Elijah.
Elijah, I did not give your personal information.
You did. Anyway,
no, I did not. I gave you a server, not your personal information.
I've got the clip of you saying that. So again, Kaytee, we're going to go one by one.
I did not give you personal. Okay, if you have the clip, play the clip, Elijah. Play the clip.
Can we go to the next server? Can we go to the next server, please?
Play the clip. Play the clip where I said I gave you personal information.
Literally, it's a 43 long minute clip. Literally,
it's not 43 minutes. Just go to the part where I said that I have your personal information and gave it to cuttlefish.
And again, the video's on my page.
Go to the part that says I gave
Kaytee, go back to what you were saying, please. You said you
go
had
get the clip. Go get the clip, Elijah.
Server, please. Can you stop pivoting and name each server? Stop pivoting, Kaytee, and name
Elijah.
Again,
go
please,
get the clip where I said that I had your personal information and gave it to cuttlefish.
You're pivoting. Can you play each
I'm addressing what you said.
Nope. Can you play?
Yeah, exactly, Slick. Server? Exactly. Play the part where I said I had your personal information, Elijah. Play it.
Again, please. Again,
play it, Elijah.
Thank you so much. It's on my page.
Play it, Elijah. Prove me wrong.
It's
Prove
on
that
my
I gave you
page.
personal information to Cuttlefish.
It's on my page.
Play it.
You're literally detailing
Play it.
Oh my god.
It's on my page. Can we go again?
Play it. Go
you
play
have not
it.
answered my question. I don't owe you jack
Play
shit.
it.
Again, go back to the servers you say you
Play
think you
it.
copied. Can you go back to
Play
the
it.
servers you say you think you copied?
Play it.
Go back to the servers you say you think you
Yeah,
copied.
I got your server.
Go
Yeah.
back to
Anyway,
them,
so
please.
play the part where I
back to
said I
them,
gave out
please.
your personal
Go
information,
back to
Elijah.
them, please.
Katie, in all fairness, you're not proving anything.
Well, no. He did say that I gave out his personal information to Cuttlefish. I want the proof of that.
Again, go back to the we were talking about my servers.
This is what you said initially
you're
when I kept getting
pivoted.
dropped down.
You have now pivoted. You have
I'm not
now
pivoting.
pivoted.
I'm not pivoting anywhere. Prove
are
that I
pivoting. Yes,
gave you
you are
information to Cuttlefish because I'm not a doctor.
You are, Kaytee. You are. Yes, you did. Anyways, can
Prove
you
it,
go back? Can
Elijah.
you go back, please?
Prove it.
Go back to the.
Prove I
Go
gave
back
your
to my
personal
service,
info,
please,
Elijah.
Kaytee. Go back to my service, please. Stop pivoting, Kaytee.
Prove that I gave you info. Prove
Go
I gave you
back to
personal
my
info.
service, please, Kaytee.
Oh, look at that. It's almost like you don't have anything.
Oh, trust me.
I
got
rest
it.
my case. Thank you.
Go back to my service, please, Kaytee.
Not
Okay,
you
so what I'm
pivoting.
going to call this right now, both of you, right? What I'm going to
that's
call
fine.
this right now.
Please do, Huck, because he has nothing.
Is neither one of you are willing to put up the evidence right now.
That's not true. Actually, I'm turning my computer on right now, Puck.
Actually, I might even look at my TikTok.
So
as
here's
well.
the thing, Elijah. I'm turning my computer on right now.
It just seems like a standoff to me.
Oh, no.
Right?
I'm turning my computer on right now. I'm turning it on right now so I can prove what I say. But, Elijah, go get the part where I said that I gave your personal information to Cuttlefish. Go get it.
Okay, I'm playing my 1 second, please.
You shouldn't take 43 minutes. Go find the part and run
I
it.
posted a video on my page. Thank you so much.
Hearsay rumors that are being spread with no proof, that are just again unfounded accusations.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear this.
Shut up, Kaytee.
I can barely hear it.
Back to Elijah, and I want you to tell him to suck the dick that still hangs between my legs.
Yeah, from Elijah, when he started taking pictures of where people's kids went to school in that one server, I was like, dude, I no.
He seriously did that?
He's like,
what the fuck? I can mention this too.
hang on, I'm not finished. Wait. Elijah, I'm not finished. Wait. Elijah's 35. I'm not finished with my comment yet.
Yeah.
I said, Elijah, this ain't cool. This is going to make us look bad. He's like, no, Brookie, we need to have something to go after him where we can hit him low. I'm like,
Where's the part, Elijah, where I said I gave you
It's
info
a
to
long
Cuttlefish?
live. Kaytee, hold on a second, Kaytee.
Where is it, Elijah?
You didn't want to talk. You didn't want to talk about X, Y, and Z. You kept.
Where is it,
and asking
Elijah?
no, Katie.
You made
kept
an allegation,
asking for
Elijah.
X, Y, and Z. You've done this. You do this all the time. You then poke.
Elijah, where did I say?
Literally, no, Kaytee. We're not going on your timetable. I told you to click on my page. I've gone through my page.
So you got nothing. Got it.
Literally. So either shut up.
You got nothing.
Oh my God.
Wait. Time out. Can everyone mute? Elijah, can you replay that?
Thank you.
Hey everyone,
I'm going to play the video
a
from
friend
the
sent me
beginning.
this video that I think you wanted to see, which is the highlights of the Echoes Goodbye Live, which was turned into a call-out live on me, where it was Echo, Jade, Brookie, Hayden, Kaytee, all decided to, take shots at me, and also Hayden's boyfriend made a surprise appearance admitting to bullying me for over a month, terrorizing me and bullying me for over a month. Take a look.
Guys, we talked about my greatest TikToks in earlier. Just as a reintroduction, I'm Tristan, and I bullied Elijah relentlessly for a month as a personal vendetta. Any of the personal information Kaytee has, I probably also possess for my own personal use to torture him endlessly. It was my soul. My
In this live stream, Kaytee told Tristan and also everybody, I've got personal information on Elijah that I sent to Cuttlefish and I will send to you too. That's why Tristan.
Elijah, one second. Clarifying.
I'm going to play the rest of my video.
Wait, no, I need a clarifying question. Who was talking right then? Who was that speaking?
That was Tristan, Hayden's boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
I just need clarification.
Hayden,
Play the
one
rest
second,
of the
please.
video again.
1 second, please. Because I'm speaking right now and I'm tired of being cut off by Kaytee. That was Tristan, Hayden's boyfriend. That they decided to do a whole live stream talking about how they terrorized me for over a month. Kaytee has my personal information that she sent to Cuttlefish, that she's given to listen to it again, please.
Play the part then where I say you have your personal information.
Which is the highlights of the Echoes Go Back live, which was turned into a call out live on me, where it was Echo, Jade, Brookie, Hayden, Kaytee, all decided to take shots at me, and also Hayden's boyfriend made a surprise appearance, admitted to bullying me for over a month, terrorizing me and bullying me for over a month. Take a look.
Yes, we talked about my greatest TikToks in earlier. Just as a reintroduction, I'm Tristan, and I bullied Elijah relentlessly for a month. It's a personal vendetta. Any of the personal information Kaytee has, I probably also possess for my own personal use to torture him endlessly. It was my soul. My AirPods aside.
This is Charlie Ginger, aka Tori. The next shot is of Hayden, who is not
You trying to be relevant again by messing with people and harassing them 8 months later. It's wild. It's almost like you're obsessed with us.
Wait, pause. I want to hear that part, the rest. 1 second.
Yeah. Let's not overtalk Elijah when he's playing a clip.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. Anyway, Elijah's obsessed with us. He's been obsessed with us for months.
Overtalk him, you can get dropped.
Hey. Elijah's been obsessed with us for months.
Guys, I want to listen to the video, please.
Okay, nurse.
Me having disability, living on disability, and being registered disabled, to discrediting me, saying that I'm illegally using the funding stuff and checking into hotels and buying products and said it's all disgusting and ridiculous. Furthermore, I want to share with you some other screenshots, specifically regarding Tammy, baby Bigots, aka Tammy, aka Adri, whatever her name is, lives with schizoaffective bipolar disorder, and on top of that, self-medicates with gummies, which also affects the condition that she naturally. Please take a look at the screenshots. These screenshots depict the history that Tammy has with schizophrenia, as well as the schizoaffective bipolar disorder. You can see here that she's had auditory hallucinations as well. She hears things as well as makes things up in her head as well, which is why it's becoming quite problematic for me.
Elijah, just play the part where I said the supposed shit. We don't need the whole 43 minutes, dude. Play the part where I said I gave the personal information to Cuttlefish.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, dude. Wrap it up.
With mental health as well as just like myself, I didn't want to release those, but considering how far and to how many lengths these women have gone to destroy my life and character, assassinate me, I feel it prudent that I share this information to let you know that Tammy's not all quite there and she really needs to get some help, some professional help to really give her some long-term care, because she's made up a lot of these things within her head. And as for Hayden and Tammy, Hayden and Chubby, literally, they're just following her bandwagon at that particular point. Hayden is racist and transphobic.
Come on, Elijah. Where's the part where I say the shit? Come on, dude. Just play it.
Again, literally. Tammy, as does Chubby, aka Tori as well, but I don't care anymore.
If you're not going to play it, Elijah, what's the point? I already have your service pulled up.
The only thing that they actually want to do is just keep trying to.
I have your service pulled up, Elijah. Let's make this short. Let's make this execution of yours easy, okay? Just play the part where I said the thing.
Their BS anymore. They say that the saying goes that hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. At this particular point in time, this has gone beyond hell hath no fury. This is downright stalkerish obsession, gaslighting, and just outright disgustingness. I wish I didn't have to make a video just trying to debunk all the bullshit that I am anyway, because it's spreading into my personal relationships, and I'm tired of losing friends because of hearsay rumors that are being spread with no proof, and that are just, again, unfounded accusations. I'm just sick of it at this point. A single flag, yeah.
Gary, I want you to go back to Elijah, and I want you to tell him to suck the dick that's the length between my legs.
From Elijah, when he started taking pictures of where people's kids went to school in that one server, I was like, dude, I
Seriously, did I? I can mention this too.
Elijah, I'm not finished. Wait. Elijah's 30. I'm not finished with my comment yet.
Yeah.
I said, Elijah, this ain't cool. This is gonna make us look bad. He's like, no, Brookie, we need to have something to go after him where we can hit him low. I'm like, no, Elijah, I gotta step away. And then that's when he started making up all those lies about me and shit.
I'm just saying, y'all were mad at us when we cut off Elijah.
Huh?
I'm saying some of y'all were mad at us when we cut off Elijah, but Elijah, if that's the case.
No, none of us are mad about that.
No, we weren't mad about it. I wasn't personally mad about it.
I didn't realize he actually did take pictures of where people's kids went to school. That's just weird. Why?
That's why a lot of us cut him off in the first place.
Well, I mean,
malicious man.
Pisces told me what was up with Elijah from the jump, so I already knew what he was about. But here's my thing too: Elijah tried to get me to go do recon. Elijah tried to get me to do recon on Cuttlefish's house because we both live in the same city. I live 6 months away from Cuttlefish. He tried to get me to do that back in, I think, early summer.
You guys just get that message?
And again, here you have the reject brigade deciding to slander me and malign me in order to get that pound of flesh, so to speak. To everybody that's watching this, please listen very carefully. If you're going to lie, please make sure you have a very good memory. Also, at the same time, basically, Brookie's making in this particular clip allegations that
for a minute.
Went around taking pictures of different people's kids, and then basically storing them in a server. Let me put it this way: I live in the UK on two types of disability benefits here in UK London.
We don't care about you, Elijah. Let's let Echo speak.
Yeah, I'm going to say this very clearly. Elijah, you're making a claim that Kaytee said that she provided information to Cuttlefish on you. The receipts that you are playing show nothing of that. That is showing other information. So please supply the receipt that the reject crew is providing your information to Cuttlefish.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, just
give that 30-second soundbite.
I know that most of the gender criticals, a lot of them
playing the video
from Canada, X, Y, and Z. So I'd like
you got nothing. Do I have to try to get Cuttlefish in here?
It's a video of you emotionally pleading.
In that particular regard.
Do I have to try to get Cuttlefish in here so that Cuttlefish can back up what Echo and I are saying?
Not to mention that I wouldn't want to do this in the first place to anyone. That's not the way that I operate or roll. But these are the outrageous, disgusting allegations that they love to make.
Yeah,
because
I'll contact Cuddle to Impulse.
The more at you, the more they want to see what they can make.
Honestly, at this point, Cuttlefish has done nothing to attempt to substantiate any sort of relationship with me personally, right? And has spoken out against me in the past. But it's been a long time, and I don't even remember what the fuck any of that was about, so I really don't even hold it against them, and really don't know anything about Cuttlefish, so I don't really hold any certain stance towards them, to be honest.
Yeah, Cuttlefish is actually not a horrible person. He'll come in good faith with Kaytee and I here.
Cuttlefish, we live in the same city, my dude.
Yeah, and by the way, Cuttlefish and I have a pretty civil relationship with each other, and we live in the same city. We're pretty chill with each other.
Put it off on purpose. On purpose.
Cuttlefish,
mind you, the other person that knows about this, the other person who knows this, I told
No, bitch. Hold on.
Thank you. Auntie Cookie also knows this. I told her this months ago. Well,
yeah, and again, not true. And it's time to debunk some more of these lies.
I only have your server, Elijah. I did not give out your personal info. If your personal info is on your server, that's a you and an operational security problem. I did not give out any of your personal stuff to Cuttlefish.
1 second, I'm ready for this.
No. Give the proof, Elijah. That's all we want is the proof. Because I have your server pulled up right here, right in front of me.
Because the report itself,
Elijah, none of this shows where
Thank you so
Katie
much.
said he
I'm trying
provided
to sort through the clips that I have. Thank you very much.
legal name.
Go on mute and find it. Elijah, go on mute and find it. Nobody wants to sit here and listen to this bullshit and get sick and tired of it.
Therefore, ergo.
Go on mute and find it, Elijah.
Who is who on the report. So for me, basically, the only time that I knew that there was even remotely any sliver of information on that report when Cuttlefish himself called me up saying, "Oh, get rid of the report."
But not mute Elijah until he goes and finds that.
No.
This is ridiculous. Someone keep him muted until he finds that 30 seconds where Kaytee would have said that she provided information to Cuttlefish, because this is fucking tiring.
So honestly, Elijah, is there a point in which you're claiming that there was a scenario or a situation in which Kaytee said these things?
Yeah, because if I said them, I would say I said it. We know I don't lie about the shit I do.
Because I mean, honestly, I've heard a lot of things, right? And it's all very interesting, right? If I had like all the patience in the world that I used to have in regards to like dissecting this on a forensic level, right? I would find this so fucking fascinating. But to be honest, I'm tired as fuck right now, and I don't have that patience at this moment.
Oh, there's Cuttlefish.
So I'm just wondering, right? Is there a point? And I'm Elijah, right? Michael, come on. I'm not saying you're lying. Okay, I'm just wondering, is there that point in that clip in which this claim is said? Or is this a matter of like perception in which you may be willing to find a common ground of understanding on?
I'll drop for Cuddle. I just want to say one thing. Slick, I don't think you have any room or foot in this fight. I think you should take yourself out of this conversation.
I honestly don't have any interest in having a Slick on this panel at this moment, in all fairness whatsoever. But I'll gladly have Cuttlefish up here.
Yeah, I'll drop for Cuddle.
Yeah, I'll ask Cuddle directly.
He just woke up.
Yeah.
I'll
ask Cuddle directly.
Specific part.
Oh wait, Cole said they're not coming out there.
Okay, so Cuddle, question. This is Kaytee, obviously. Cuddle, did I at any point dox Elijah or give you any of Elijah's personal information?
You said...
hold on, wait for Cuddle to answer.
I don't want hearsay, Elijah. I want fucking receipts.
Right there, no. Hey, Cuddle, just to make sure you're in the clear, have you ever given me any information on Elijah?
Not my husband, right?
Oh, I love men.
No, okay. Cuttlefish, besides the one time we talked a little bit about Elijah, do we even talk about him? Or do we just just chit-chat in general? Yeah, exactly. So we just talk in general, right, Cuttlefish?
Also, hi, Lucas. I'm just breaking up by the emojis.
Hilarious.
So a new YouTube, so you're back?
It's the YouTube I started after the old one got deleted.
So I don't have to be the new Echo?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. There you have it. Like, I've never doxed you. Cuttlefish didn't dox you to me. We just talk in general. We talk about cheesesteaks. We talk about whatever we like. That's it, Elijah.
Again, literally,
I never gave you info.
Literally, even in the beginning of the first clip that I played, Hayden's boyfriend says that any
Don't
person.
bring up Hayden. Don't bring up
has
Tristan.
there's
You
a
mentioned to me.
42-minute
You
clip
said
that I will
I
find later.
gave your personal info, Elijah. Show the
Said
truth.
that in that live stream, literally.
Hold on. No, I did not, because you have Echo, Cuddle. Echo, Cuddle, and myself saying you're wrong. I have never ever given your personal information to anybody. I don't dox people. Anything I do does not involve doxing.
So I'm going to throw this out there. Elijah, Skylar, anybody listening, go to my bio. The new YouTube is linked in there. That live has been posted there for weeks now. You can skim through that where TikTok went down last time it got beamed, and we held that live. And I let anybody say anything they want, and feel free to find that clip.
Okay, then. Thank you for that. Then. I'll go to your bio.
While we're doing that, if any of you guys play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm hosting a game every Tuesdays and Thursdays
Oh my
and
God!
every
Not just
other
plugging your
weekend.
server.
So
No.
come join my server if you play D&D.
Nurse, I have been looking since not shitting you, since the 90s. I have been looking for a legitimate group that wasn't just one of these floozies, kind of off and on group. I need a substantial real D&D group.
Is your group newbie friendly, or is it only experienced?
So no, it's very much newbie friendly. I do teach people. As you guys know, I'm very patient. So if you guys are new or even what is the right word to say, or even 420 friendly, whatever. If you're under the influence, even neurospicy friendly, we're very patient. So it's gonna be run on my Discord every Tuesdays and Thursdays for small games, and every other weekend will be the big games.
Ooh,
hey,
I'm in that server with you. Could you send me over an invite?
Yeah, the link's in the bio for the Discord.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Bex, just so you know, this is not a mix-up. He had a chance to take this back repeatedly. And also to the people who want to sit there and moan and cry and bitch about me saying that bigots should unalive themselves, I stand by it. I'm always going to stand by it. And you're not going to win that one. You're just not. There's a reason why there's a good chunk of people that actually back what I say, and in this tiny little group that tries to deplatform me keeps failing.
I'm not going to lie, there's a reason I'm not trying to make an ultimate claim against what Kaytee is saying right now.
For example, we did unalive the Yahtzees, right? That was justified. And I just want to say that's not justified. Not you, Puck. I mean the people that want to bring up this little bullshit contention. This tiny, insignificant group that are trying to gain some kind of relevancy.
Yeah, Puck, I was going to tell you, don't for a minute think GCs can cancel you. They try to use, you're this, you're that, to cancel people because they know, we try to be PC on our side. So they try to not be PC while getting people canceled on our side.
Yeah.
Just ignore them if they try to pull that shit.
You know
and
what?
Kat, by the way,
It's a matter of I'm trying to police myself. It's a matter of I'm trying to make sure that I'm not crossing that fucking line. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna come at me with this fucking bullshit notion of you're gonna fucking use talking points of a feminist movement that you don't even fucking believe in, because at the end of the day all you want to do is fucking control or give fucking control over to that patriarchy, right? That fucking white centralized fucking patriarchy. Then go fuck yourself.
And by the way, what was it? I'm sorry, somebody had said something. Oh, so yeah, Kat. So I did say that Envy's family tree should be wiped out. Yes, I think all bigots family trees should be wiped out. Yeah, I do believe that. I want to stop bigotry at the root. So stay mad about it. And then mind you, I did say wiped out if I had a time machine. Like, until I get a time machine, you guys are okay. But once I get that time machine, oh boy, I'm gonna be the villain.
Oh, I'm sorry. The people who are clutching their pearls in the comments too, like one specific person, I don't think you should be clutching your pearls.
Yeah. Don't clutch the pearls until I get a time machine, because then that's when I'm gonna be a danger. Oh my god, you guys are so easy to bait.
So I'm gonna make this clear. GCs have nothing better. People on our side.
Oh, hold on, Pulse. Let me see where's Cuddle? Look what Cuddle asked. Oh, talk about what Elijah wanted you to do was looking for me. Exactly, Cuddlefish. Yeah, I already mentioned that, and Elijah tried denying it. Sorry, that's my fault. So
People on our side.
Hey.
Stop going into their side. Oh, sorry.
The point of this wasn't to sit here and fucking consistently poke at each other. It was to find common ground. Right?
Yeah.
So is there a common ground, Elijah, Kaytee? Is there a common ground that the two of you can find in this matter?
Here's the thing, right? I have no. Hey, whoa! I'm talking. Okay, cool, guy. That's wonderful.
In all fairness, in all fairness, I asked the both of you at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is do this. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its. I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We're both kids.
Okay, Elijah, please go ahead.
Thank you. The only common ground that I want with Kaytee is to basically go their own way as I go my own way, and to stop talking about me, because that's what Kaytee loves to do, X, Y, and Z. To badmouth people with no proof, literally. At the end of the day, basically, literally, if you keep saying that I'm the one coming off you, X, Y, and Z, then stop putting my name in your mouth, literally. The only reason that I heard about you in the first place was because you're up on some live talking about how Jelba said X, Y, and Z about me. You apparently said that Jelba said that I spread misinformation, X, Y, and Z.
Okay, you done?
I did point out to Elijah that.
Hold on, Skylar. It's between Elijah and I. So first of all, Elijah, I haven't thought about you in months. Okay, like you literally are like scum on the bottom of my shoe. I forget that I wiped you off like 5 seconds later. Okay, you don't matter to me. I don't know why you went after Hayden and about a week or two ago, but then you started refocusing on me. You don't matter to me. You mean less than nothing to me. I have run into tiny worms that cared more than about you. You don't matter at all. Now, as far as the gel bell thing, since you want to bring her up, I do have proof of her saying that you are ignorant on what you're talking about. I have the screenshots of that. I'm telling you, I have them. I can post them, but I haven't. I haven't done that for her sake. But yes, she did say you're ignorant and don't know what you're talking about when it comes to stuff like race. She did say that. So that whole time you're going on saying an anthropologist backs what I say, I'm sitting there just laughing quietly to myself going, well, this very same anthropologist is saying that you're fucking ignorant about the subject.
And again,
send it to Eagle, and then Eagle send it over.
This is between Elijah and I, Skyler. You need to shut your ass up.
Right now, I take the word of Jelbel over you any day, literally.
Oh, wait, you take the word of Jelbel over me?
I had a phone call with Jelbel talking about
wait a minute. You take Jelbel over me? Bet. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I have camera access. Yeah. How about I pop up the messages where Jelbel said that you're ignorant and you don't know what you're talking about? You want that in front of 86 people, Elijah?
Jelbel.
She did say that.
If I may interrupt here, and I mean this with all love in my heart, I don't think that we should be entertaining Elijah because he genuinely thinks that this is good singing.
He also thinks that there's a genetic basis for race.
Hold on, so Bun, you want to go off? Seriously, Bun, please stop talking about me. I don't care whether you like my singing or not. It's none of your damn business.
Oh my God,
W Bun.
Jelbel's here. Could we drop someone for a little bit more qualified on this?
Outside of the... Well, Two Feather is sleeping.
Yeah, you might want to
Auntie,
drop Auntie
I love
Feather
you and
just
all,
so.
but I'm gonna drop you and I'm gonna bring Jill Bell up, right? If Jill Bell wants to come up,
And by the way, the middle
request,
ground here,
right?
the middle ground here, by the way, there is no middle ground. Actually, let me take it back. The middle ground for me is
Well,
unaliving
I'm gonna
bigots.
leave this. I'm gonna leave the space open. If Jill Bell wants to request, Jill Bell can, right?
My middle ground is unaliving bigots, and that's where you and Skylar and Wes and just Alex and Envy are all like coalescing because you guys are angry that I'm saying that bigots should be unalived. I don't care, Elijah. I'm gonna keep
I don't
saying
think.
all bigots should get it.
Hey, I've made my stance. I'm pretty sure, pretty fucking clear on that matter. In that you even in that situation, right? You even that person, right? And trust me, I have. I'm not gonna lie, okay, Katie. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you just
I
said
have
what's the
in
middle ground
chat.
here.
I'm going to acknowledge actually right now. Okay, I'm going to acknowledge that in chats, yeah, and even in my lives, I have indicated that there are certain individuals in which come
Ew,
to
not
a
the
point in which
P3 being down. Hey, there's a P3 in your chat right there.
I would tell. Can I finish my sentence?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to point out there's a P3 in your chat.
I will figure it out. I will figure it out in a minute. Okay? I promise. Yeah. I have come to a point in which there are certain individuals in which I will tell myself that they should probably consider just playing in a wood chipper. Okay? I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten to that point. Okay? There are certain individuals that just hold a certain devotion to obstinate and intolerant opinions regarding a person and their innate intrinsic qualities of themselves in which they should not be judged on. Okay? Trust. I get it. Okay? But I also have to acknowledge that in doing so, I am crossing a fucking line. I am crossing a line that probably should not be crossed. I am telling a person that they should consider unaliving themselves. Okay? And I have to acknowledge that on a moral stance, that is a line that should probably never be crossed.
Yeah, you would be useless in World War II. Unalive the Yahtzee.
Yeah,
You would be useless.
I get that. Yeah, trust me. You know what? You don't know. You don't know. I'd be that motherfucker. I'd be that motherfucker that would like.
You wouldn't unalive them. You wouldn't.
You don't know.
You just said that you wouldn't.
You don't know.
Also,
You don't know. You don't know what the fuck I've gone through, Kaytee. So don't.
But you just said that there's no reason to unalive them.
Don't fucking. That's not what the fuck I said. That's not what the fuck I said.
It was
now you're
justified to
being
unalive some people and
Now
wish
you're being
unaliving, right?
disingenuous. Now you're being disingenuous on a
Is
fucking
it valid to wish
fucking
unaliving on some
on a
people?
fucking you are.
Is it valid
You are
to wish unaliving on
arguing
some people like
semantics on a fucking no.
No? Okay, bet. It's
Wait,
valid. It is valid to
wait,
unalive some
well,
people.
Katie,
What's up?
Katie, I don't think you're understanding exactly what Puck is saying.
Okay, you're right. I stepped away for a very quick second, so I could have missed something.
Okay, so no, like Puck is like actually agreeing with you, but you're picking on the. Sorry, every single time I think of you, Puck, I think of you as non-binary. He always thinks of you as he agrees with you in some sense. It is a vulgar stance, yes, and it's inappropriate, yes, but at the same time, he somewhat agrees.
Okay, I take that
Am
back.
I wrong, Talk?
That motherfucker, Kaytee. That motherfucker that wants to get that little piece of land and fucking then cook it, right? After fucking committing atrocities, should probably have a fucking schmutzticle fucking carved into his fucking head, okay? And I would gladly fucking do that myself. Is that clear enough?
Yeah, I get that.
Also,
I misunderstood you, and that's my. And I apologize. I apologize for misunderstanding you. However, I get where you're at, but this is where I'm at, and this is where other people are at. And so I'm not going to stop saying what I said. I don't care if Scouter and that whole little weird group doesn't like it. Apparently, thankfully, I'm in the majority. Unalived bigots, especially the transphobes, and I'm sorry, I'm not even sorry. Envy is a bigot. I have nothing but smoke for Envy. And whatever happens to her, happens to her. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for
That
Slip.
See You Next Tuesday fucking tried to convince a multiple of people to stop fucking using their names and start reverting back to the names that were fucking forced upon them by people that fucking identified them against their own identity. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that See You Next Tuesday is never going to be more than a fucking See You Next Tuesday. They're never going to grow past being a See You Next Tuesday. And you can go to fucking that See You Next Tuesday's live right now and tell her that I think she's a fucking See You Next Tuesday all fucking day long. And I don't mean that in the affectionate way that I would call my brother a little See You Next Tuesday.
Also, can we let Jobel talk a second? Because she is absolutely livid. And I'll come to defense in a bit in a second as well, because
Wow, defending a bid is fucking insane. Got me fucked up.
No.
You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
Well, let's deal with one thing at a time. Let's let Jobo, back to Jobo, go.
Hi. Hi all. I'm so sorry that this is happening to everybody, and I am really not impressed with being dragged into it, to be quite honest. I did wonder, however, where all of this crap about what apparently I have said about Elijah has come from. And then I realized that Trashy has been saying this to Elijah for a while, and now I've just made a connection. Trashy and Kaytee. Didn't I say that Trashy was trash? Okay.
Wait a minute.
No, nope. I get to talk now. I get to talk now. I get to talk now. I get to talk now.
That's what you mean by that. That's what you mean by that.
I get to talk now.
Trashy didn't make these statements.
I get to talk now.
Trashy did not make these statements.
Kaytee, you need to let me talk.
Fuck off.
You need to let me talk. Thank you, because you've dragged my name into this. Now I'm in here.
No.
I don't like drama. I don't like drama.
Elijah
and so I've gone right back through all of my discussions with you about Elijah
brought you up.
I went all the way back to when I tried to bridge between you and Elijah the disagreement that you guys had about the discussion about race. Mm-hmm. When I was going back and forth between you two trying to mend the fences, right? And when Elijah made a statement in his life about race, and I had an issue with it because I did not agree with it. This is months ago, like almost last year, right? And I took it up with him privately and we discussed it. I gave him sources and he changed his stance and he went back and made amendments, and he has since been discussing race on a different perspective. That is when I said that he didn't know what he was talking about to you. Yes, but that I had spoken to him and given him information. And I went back to you and tried to mend those fences. Now, what you're doing right now is trying to manipulate what I said back then into a statement about me bashing somebody that I actually hold as a friend. I hold you both as friends. And I don't appreciate being dragged into this drama because I have seen no evidence on either side of who is actually doing what, and I've stayed neutral. But you're dragging me into this. And let me say this. I hold you, Kaytee, as a friend, and I hold Elijah as a friend, and I'm not going to stop talking. I hold you both as friends. I don't think he's ignorant. He has actually taken the time and he has read every fucking source I've ever given him, which is more than I can say for most people, right? I think that Elijah is quite knowledgeable and he is actually speaking from knowledge. If there was a time once when he made a statement that I disagreed with, and I took it up with him, and that was months ago.
But Jell Bell,
all I have to say about all this.
Jell Bell, were you here? Jell Bell, were you? Hold on, because she has something wrong. She has something wrong. Jell Bell, were you here when he brought you up first? Because I didn't bring you up first.
I'm just going to say something real quick.
I've been here for a while, and I heard my name. Jell Bell said Elijah was whatever, ignorant. That's what I heard. And I've been getting reports of people saying this to Elijah non-stop.
Banksy,
this is why.
Elijah brought you up first. I didn't bring you up first.
It doesn't matter who brought me up.
So don't
you
act
gave
like
that information to Trashy.
Elijah brought
you gave that information to Trashy, and Trashy has used it against me. Why?
I didn't give this to Trashy. What are you talking about?
It's that simple.
I didn't bring this to Trashy. Number one. Number
Why
two,
is she throwing
Elijah
out Elijah
you.
constantly?
Elijah mentioned you. Okay,
why is Trashy then saying exactly the same thing to Elijah constantly? I said this about him apparently, and this is what she's using behind my back to him. Right? Somebody, namely you, because that conversation was just between you and me, right, has told Trashy that, and she's using it. Now I have connected the dots, and I'm standing 10 toes down on this. She is a toxic person who ran a live against a trans person because they unmodded her. Seriously.
If you want me to be exact, do you remember about a month or so ago when we were in a certain server and I was trying to get your attention and you said, I'm not sure if I can talk right now, and I was really pressing the subject of us needing to talk. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I remember really well because it was cold outside and I was like, fuck, I'm freezing. I'm pretty sure you remember me saying I'm cold as shit. So the reason why I asked you that is because I had no knowledge of anything between you and Trashy until that moment. Okay? And I've talked to Trashy for months before then. And at one point, the subject of Elijah did come up. And I said, that Elijah, I said Elijah is ignorant on this fact. Did I send her the screenshot? No. Did I give her a very short Cliff Note version of it? Yes, I did. So there is that.
You go, Elijah.
But I've never shown her. I've never shown her.
No, I've always believed you.
I've never shown her. I've never shown her.
Okay, well, I'm done with all of this. This is not my fight. I don't really care what you guys do about all this. I understand what you're saying. I hear you, Kaytee. I understand.
I've never shown anybody.
But I don't like being involved in this drama. This is not my. This is not what I do.
That's why I didn't mention you out publicly about anything. Those screenshots are still under lock and key.
It doesn't matter whether you release the screenshots or not. I know what I said, and every time that I say something, I say it with my full chest, and I say it to somebody's face. Yes. I don't go behind anybody's back, and I will stand 10 toes down on this, Kaytee. Yeah. That person is toxic. They run a live against a trans person for unmodding them for no reason at all. They involved themselves in business that was none of their business.
And
they created more trouble than what they're worth. And then they went over to GCs for an entire fucking year, and now they're back to get more attention.
And when you
That's all I'm saying.
And when you brought that to our attention, did I not immediately say, hey, I need to talk to you, Jell Bell. I drove the point pretty hard that I needed to talk to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been in close communication with her for months, correct? Did I not tell you that?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm busy. I said, I really need to talk to you right now, right?
Actually, I kind of had to chase you down for that one.
No, you didn't have to chase me down. I remember, because that was a Friday or Saturday. I was outside. I was about to get on the bus. I was asking you repeatedly, hey, I need to talk to you. This is over in the Transman server. We were in the VC. Okay. I kept doing it over and over and over, and I was like, hey, we need to talk. I was pretty desperate to say something.
Also, I just want to add something. So when this first came up, when all this like envy should be unalive thing,
earlier
you
this week.
actually no wait, Katie, shut.
Actually, it was a few days ago. I'm just saying, no, it's a few days ago.
I'm just listen. You also mentioned that you and Echo both mentioned that that Gel Bell. No, let me speak a second.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, then stop yapping, Jesus. You mentioned that Gel Bell didn't approve of what Elijah was saying in that live, and I have a screen recording of it.
Yeah,
I'll have to go find it.
I did
so
say that.
Don't lie on Gel Bell again.
I'm not lying on her. I'm not lying on her. I did say that she didn't like what he said. I've said that before. Yeah.
And going back to what Parker initially asked was literally, look, Kaytee, I couldn't care less about you. I don't get involved in drama. I just do my streams. I'm doing my university for Applied Neuroscience at King's College London University. I don't give a shit about you, literally. But when you mention my name, literally, you make it my business, literally.
Wait a minute. Elijah, when have I mentioned you this week?
Skylar.
When did I mention you? Because I wasn't mentioning you at all.
Yeah, Katie, you mentioned Michael the other day to me in regards to this like dilemma, and this kind of set me on a roundabout for a bit, and honestly, it made me question Michael's argument in a way, even. But then I came to a realization that wasn't even Michael's argument, and you tried to make the claim that.
He's a biocentralist,
So I don't. Okay. But I find this to be a misconception on your part.
Here's the thing, right?
Your part. You're making an extremist argument in regards to a certain aspect of something that they said in regards to this argument, right? And frankly, you can't sit here. You can't genuinely sit here and call Michael a biocentralist while making an extremist argument.
No, first of yes, you can.
It doesn't make it doesn't make fucking sense. No, because then at the same time, at the same time, right? Okay.
You're wrong about this.
Okay, right. If we're going to accept that you cannot be, you should not be a biocentralist because you have to accept the nuances in all of these arguments, right? Then you have to accept that Michael's argument accepts all of the nuances, right? While making arguments towards how to explain scientifically all of the nuances. That is not bioessentialism.
Okay, so here's what you're missing. When have Elijah and I last talked? If you don't know, it's okay to say I don't know.
I don't know.
It was back around November that we last talked. When he was still pushing biocentrist arguments, I have the screenshots for this. He did push for it. He's pushed for it since September. Now, seeing how
Katie, you're wrong.
Katie, you like me, you like myself, right? And I have had to take this back on certain accounts and certain people, right? And make amends, okay? And admit my faults in making these assumptions, okay?
This was not an assumption. I have the screenshot of him supporting biocentrist arguments from December.
Nurse, please go ahead.
Sorry, November forward.
Nurse, go ahead.
Wait. Katie. No. Like, Pocket is right on this one. Because when I was talking, and this was before Elijah made the comment that I corrected, and he read the source and he corrected himself.
Was this before November?
Yes. This was after.
This was after November. Yeah, so I'm talking about Elijah.
So I'm talking about like literally last week when we were talking in Puck's live about.
Nurse, did I not say that I last talked to him back in November? So I'm going.
Last time you talked to him,
and this is Katie.
But we're talking about the last time we.
This is why I'm doing this to begin with. Come on, this is why I'm trying to bridge that gap and try to make sure that you understand that, like, no, Michael is not a bioessentialist, right? Michael does understand those nuances.
Yes, he's changed his stance.
That there are.
I get that.
You know what? Hey, at the end of the day, should one not be able to grow?
I didn't say that I didn't say he's not. In fact, the exact time last time we talked was November 26th. That was the last time we talked. So I was working off of that. And for
I
months,
shouldn't, as a fucking white tea person, have to defend fucking Michael in this stance.
I'm not saying you have to.
Let Magical talk real quick.
No. I can be patient. I'm patient.
Like, so no, but like Michael or Elijah. I mean, sorry, Elijah or Michael has corrected and literally was like, yeah, no, like nurse showed me her sources and I learned, and he grew. So in that stance, I was like, he has grown. Like he does take feedback back, and I learned that firsthand. I didn't think I got the sense that Elijah doesn't take feedback because that's what I've been told, and I was told that Elijah's very hard-headed. But after I sent Elijah feedback and he read it and he actually took the feedback and he learned, and I heard his next debate where he actually took it. I kind of like, no, he like actually does.
You know what I've learned?
This is where I would intervene because why am I hearing
hold on. You know what I've learned ultimately about fucking Michael over time? Is that they demand in an argument genuinity. And that is something that I find commonality with Michael. Now, Magical, please go ahead.
One thing I'm having an issue with is false characterization, and one thing I will clock that I said that I wanted to clock a lie in the comments. I have no relating to this issue whatsoever, but one thing I do know is Elijah, and the amount of times I blocked him on my main account, this is my alt account, that's why I'm seeing this, is because of numerous conversations where he's had conversations with me and other also black women or black people, and he did not take any feedback whatsoever.
Exactly.
Regarding the conversation of race, of fat phobia, of numerous other things, misogyny. So I'm kind of finding it quite annoying that people that are not black are characterizing Elijah as somebody that is intelligent and open to criticism and, you know, learning new information when
he doesn't do it with us black people.
He doesn't do it
He doesn't. And
because I wanted the reason I wanted Magical's perspective on this.
I gave him the argument against it.
I wanted Magical's perspective on this because they seem to be coming from a place of.
I have the literal proof of me trying with them.
Can I please?
I have dealt with everybody else here. Right? And I would kind of like to get Magical's perspective on this.
Can I please speak with Magical?
If that's fair.
No, Elijah, you can't. Let Magical talk.
Sorry, can I ask Magical? What's your other account?
Stop interrupting Magical. I'm gonna get loud with you. I love getting loud. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can get louder than you. Don't do that.
Magical, what's your other account, please?
Let Magical talk.
Can you just let me know what your other account is?
Magical Gamer 4L.
I don't remember speaking with you, but...
Well, I remember speaking with you. Just because you may not remember me does not mean it did not happen. And even then, the other people that are... Because it wasn't happening on my live. It was happening on my mutual's live, which she was letting me take reign of. And the numerous topics that I would host, at least back then before I started doing my own lives, were certain topics such as fat phobia and racism. Those were like the two main topics that I used to talk about, as well as grape culture whatsoever. You would mainly come into the conversation speaking of fat phobia when we would be having conversations discussing how being fat does not equal obese, so on and so forth. And you would specifically disregard every evidence that would be given to you, and you would quite literally ignore everything that's said, and you would just sit on the fact that, well, they choose to be fat anyways, or numerous other things you have also said. Yes,
Magical. Oh,
there was a reason that I blocked you on my main account was because of the instances of having the conversation about fat phobia.
I want you to really think clearly. I want you to think clearly before you call Magical a liar, because you're the same person.
I'm not calling anybody a liar, but I would love to see a clip of...
You called me a liar.
You just said she was a liar. You just said she didn't say that, but you're saying she's lying. So remember, remember, you're not all the way there.
I've never said anything about fat people about choosing to be fat myself. I've been fat myself, so please, I would love to see a clip of me saying this.
Wait, I can also vouch on Elijah's side. Me and Elijah have had talks about obesity and fat people and stuff like that. And we both know that being fat isn't a choice. It's down to a lot of
Are you black?
A lot of different.
No, he's not. No, Scott, they're not.
The point I'm trying to make is specifically speaking, every single person that's had something positive to say about Elijah, about him receiving feedback and actually applying to it, are all not black. Versus people like me that quite literally addresses anybody that I do not know, in a more demure sense, respectful sense. And when I provide proof as well, because one thing about me is I have sources. I have a whole PC that I invested in myself that is for gaming, but I also have 20 plus tabs open on this bitch related to debating and information, as well as other things going from .gov, .edu, .org that are actually viable to use, etc. So one thing about me is I have no problem giving sources. So when somebody like him comes into the conversation and he does not listen, that's the one commonality that I'm starting to see, is he did not listen to black people. But apparently when he has non-black friends, then all of a sudden he's starting to listen, he's starting to change his views or whatever. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. But one thing I'm not about to allow is a false characterization of a person that y'all don't seem to know all so well.
And again,
it's wild that we can sit there and give you evidence of stuff, Elijah. It's wild that we can give you evidence of stuff.
Respond to somebody making an accusation against me. So please,
wait a minute, Elijah. Elijah. You made an allegation towards me and you haven't provided proof.
Thank you, Kaytee. Please be quiet. Thank you so much. No,
you made allegation against me, and I provide the proof too long.
Stop gaslighting right now.
I'm not gaslighting. We saw it, dude. We saw it.
Can you stop it so I can speak?
We saw it, my dude.
Thank you so much, literally. So
we saw it. What are you talking about?
Stop, Kaytee. So please, again,
we saw you sit here and make accusations that weren't true.
I can actually respond to Magical. Can you please stop?
This is wild. Okay, whatever.
Thank you so much, literally. Now, Magical, I don't know who you are. I don't remember having conversations with you. If you have any clips of me being in your live stream or in another live stream, I would love to see it, because the half the stuff that you're saying that you said that I said, I never said that in the first place. Number two, as well, literally, at the end of the day, basically, I've taken a multitude of criticism from people who are black, who are my friends as well, literally. At the end of the day, basically, just because a select few black people I don't really care for or want to listen to, that does not make me not taking...
So you need to care for a person to find a source.
You're mischaracterizing me right now. You're trying to use...
I'm not mischaracterizing you when I'm specifically talking about all the altercations that we've had and referencing and discussing things like fatphobia and as well as misogyny and as well as racism.
Proof, please. Can you provide us with some proof, please? I want to see a clip or a screenshot, please. Thank you so much.
A clip from almost 2 years ago?
2 years ago now. I've been on the app.
Almost.
I've been on the app for over a year. So please tell me, 2 years ago.
No.
2 years ago now. Your story keeps changing. Magical, please.
Wait, I never gave a timeline. So what do you mean my story is changing?
Provide a clip for us, please, Magical.
You're so loud. Shut the fuck up for once. Jesus fucking Christ. You keep over talking Magical. I don't care how buff you think you are. You're going to learn to shut up.
I would love to see a clip, Magical.
Silence.
I would love to see a clip, Magical.
So one thing is
none of
I
you
never
are
told
running my life, and in all fairness, I wanted to leave this between Magical and Michael, if you don't mind, please.
I don't mind bun stepping in, especially when I'm literally about to be gaslighted in the sense of me telling lies within my stories when I never gave a timeline. On top of that too, just because you may not remember me does not mean it did not happen. Like, quite literally, we could bring up, like, for example, this racist asshole named Brazaza, but at the same time, she doesn't even remember what happened yesterday. So that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, right? So just because you may have a faulty memory does not mean that this occurrence did not happen. And so when I specifically said, yes, this occurrence did happen almost 2 years ago, but it happened reoccurringly to the point where I and numerous other of my mutuals that were holding said live blocked you because of the shit that you were saying.
That's not true, because I don't even know who you are. And number two, I haven't been on this.
Do I care?
Again,
Like,
can you provide proof?
do you need to know who I am for what? Okay. Okay.
Proof on a screenshot. Clip
Okay.
or screenshot. This is getting ridiculous now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I don't even know you. I've never been. I haven't been on the app for 2 years. It's been over a year that I've been on this app. So please, can you provide a proof, screenshot, or clip? Because this is getting ridiculous now.
Michael. Yeah. I'm going to have to admit this myself, right? Memory can somewhat be faulty, right? And sometimes I say shit in a moment of haste, and I mean well, right? I always try to mean well, right? But sometimes I overstep. Okay. Is it possible maybe you in this situation overstepped and it led to a road of certain people not liking you versus people that liked you? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out myself how the fuck this whole algorithm works, because apparently I'm liked by you all, and I'm being trusted enough to fucking like hold this live even. But there are certain people that want to tell me that because I call them all schnazis regardless of what the color of their skin is, that I'm being racist because I called somebody who was black a schnazi.
And
so
again,
I don't know. How do I answer this question right now? Where do we take this?
I've been on this app since October 2023. So please, again, I've not been on the app for 2 years or 3 years right now, literally. So again, Magical, I don't know who you are. I would love to see a clip of the so-called X, Y, and Z. You said what I said.
If there's numerous people in the comments saying that's a lie, you've been here for more than a year, then I don't think
I've been on
what
this
you're
app
saying
since
has any weight.
I've been on this app since October 2023. Please tell me how I've been on the app for over 2 years.
You said 2023?
Out of everybody here, I think I've been on this app the shortest amount of time. I've been here roughly a year.
Yeah, real quick, Elijah, you might just not be remembering, right? Like, because I would just want to mention, because I didn't think I've been here that long, and I've seen like videos of myself like that have been like over a year ago, and I'm like, oh damn, right? And so, and I know when I first saw you, you were with Envy's group, right? So like a long time ago, you were you know what I mean? You had different views and stuff. So like,
I started.
Wait, Elijah, did you say you joined 2023?
October 2023, I started.
Somebody tell me, when was 2023?
Around.
What year is it right now?
We are in May 2025.
Did I said almost 2 years ago? I said almost. I didn't say exactly. As in, it could have been a couple of months off from it being 2 years. Are you sitting here and playing in my fucking face right now, bro?
Magical W as always.
What?
I do want to say, just because like you don't remember the interaction doesn't mean it didn't happen.
So sorry, but the same way that you all demanded proof about Kaytee saying X, Y, and Z, I'm demanding proof as well.
Well, here's the thing, Elijah. I want proof. No, Elijah, you still haven't.
With no proof.
Elijah, you still haven't provided proof.
Come on, please. Don't do that, literally.
Elijah, you still haven't provided proof of what you accused me of.
Can you please find a new word that's not literally, please?
Literally.
Please, go away.
Literally, it's just the most literally the annoyingest thing ever. Literally.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Literally, Elijah, I told you the video is still on my YouTube. You've had all this time to go search through it and find that.
Your debate.
Okay. Literally, Elijah, literally, you have not given the proof that I have given Cuttlefish any of your information. Cuttlefish confirmed it. Echo confirmed it. And if I did it, I would have said I did it.
Lies against me, literally.
Anybody known me to not own up to shit that I've done?
Literally, if you're gonna make some
has anybody up here known me to say something and then say I didn't do it?
Kaytee, use the same kind of evidentiary process that you're applying for me for everybody else as well.
I do apply for everybody. Yes, I apply for everybody. So you need to give proof that I said it.
This is getting ridiculous now. Come on, please.
Give the proof, Elijah. Don't run now.
No.
I gave
Magical to give her proof, please. This is getting ridiculous as well.
Okay, Elijah, she probably doesn't, like I said, have it, and it doesn't, I don't think we have to take it to that place. Like, I just ask you to please try to be reasonable with this, because obviously, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with pretty much everyone here, right? And I'm just trying to ask you to kind of put your pride aside for a minute. And I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, right? But I do know Magical. And if she's saying this happened, it's very possible you just don't remember it. So maybe just be open to hearing the conversation, right?
Well, I've heard the conversation.
I was literally watching Bad Boys ride or die before I came on this
I made a statement about fat people saying that apparently fat people choose to be fat. I've never said that.
I mean, the words could have been. I mean, if it was 2 years ago, the words could have been wrong.
That's the only thing Magical said, right? Magical said a couple things, and the only thing you're sticking on is the fact thing. And I think that's kind of crazy.
Magical made statements about me taking correction from people that are non-whitey as to people that are black.
Because so far, the only people that I've been hearing that have been saying, "Oh, Elijah is a good person. Oh, Elijah takes correction, and he listens to the feedback that's given to him." And I see him applied it to other lives. Future reference have been non-black people. I have not seen a black person yet come up here and say that shit about you. On top of the fact that I'm telling you right now, I remember the exact prompts, and I would bring up the freaking the little wallpaper I had, but for some reason my phone went on a deleting spree when I was cleaning out my, erasing my garbage or whatever. But either way, I remember the exact prompts that were on my screen because I was the one that made the backgrounds. I was the one that had my arguments down. And specifically speaking, whenever I speak to people and I block people, I usually remember, unless, they're spammers or whatever, I usually remember the people I have conversations with and the quote-unquote statements that solidify my opinion or my view of you. So when you are sitting here telling me that, you don't remember me, first of all, you couldn't even do proper fucking math. I said almost 2 years ago, and you said I've only been on here for a little bit over a year. But then you said you joined 2023. Bro, the timelines matched up, right? Right? Once I actually put it into perspective, like 5 freaking minutes after the fact, right?
It's been a year and a half. Anyways, Magical, I don't even know what this has to do with the price.
I could tell you exactly who was on the panel at the time. I could literally name every single person that was on that panel.
Myself and Kaytee were having a different conversation, so I don't understand what you came up to add X, Y, and Z literally.
Because I'm not about to sit here and let people mischaracterize who the hell you are because you're not a genuine person.
So, Magical, Magical, may I please?
Wait, I actually want to ask Magical. Magical, what was his stance on that? Do you remember?
On the fat phobia topic?
Yeah.
It was specifically that, fat people could control what they eat on top of other things as well, because one thing that I remember was in my argument was the fact that a lot of people do not take into account birth control medication outside of that, like seizure medication, heart medication, whatever, that can be contributing factors as well as mental health, etc. And he kind of disregarded all of that and kind of sat on the, you could count your calories as well as other things as well. It was very weird. I could tell you exactly who was on the panel in that live because that was when I was running those lives consistently with a very small group of people. One of them I can't name because of trauma reasons.
I've never said actually Magical. I've never said that. Literally, number one, as a personal trainer, and number two, as a person that has suffered with severe obesity my entire life. I've got pictures of that as well.
I've met people who used to be fat as well that would talk down on fat people because they're no longer
so
fat.
Untrue. The reason that I'm even erupting with what you're saying, I used to be a fat person myself, literally. I've been fat because of genetics, because of medications that I've been on, and stuff like that. I would never have made those statements. That's why I know that what you're saying is crapola, literally. So what you're saying is complete BS, literally. I've got pictures of myself obese. I've got
Okay, but
pictures of
one thing you're
myself.
not
But basically,
realizing
I've
is that
suffered
just
with being
because
fat
you
my
say that
whole
does not
life,
negate anything
literally.
I'm saying. Because when
No,
I
again, this
how
is a
many
bold
people
faced
have we
lie.
met that used
No,
to be
stop
fat,
calling
that
up
used
on
to
this
be
one.
in
That's
our
a bold
shoes,
faced
that
lie.
talk down on
Play
fat
the
people
clip
because
or
they're
play
no
the
longer
screenshot.
fat? Those
Play the
people
clip
still
or play
exist. So
the
I don't know
screenshot.
why
This
we're
is
sitting here
getting old
censoring the
now.
socks
Play the
Let's
clip
just
or play
shout
the
over
screenshot.
shouting right now. Okay, so I'm just going to say this real quick. I've spoken to Elijah on panels and in private, and we've discussed the topic about obesity and fat people. And we have both came to the same conclusion, and we have both agreed that being fat isn't a choice, is down to mental health, medical reasons, medicine, also genetics and other stuff. Yes, whilst I agree, some people can be fat by choice, I will say not all of it. That is literally a 0.1% of people who choose to be fat for fat.
I'm gonna point out, Skylar is a white person. Completely went over their head what Magical's been saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to say this.
Yeah, no, I know it doesn't matter to you because you just don't care about black folks. That's
Well,
right.
I mean, Skylar, you did say.
Listen, imagine a black woman telling you something. You're like, well, but
Skylar, you did.
conversation with him. Who gives a fuck? Genuinely, who cares?
Skylar, I did correct you on your race aggression when you were talking about Kaytee. You stated that Kaytee was being aggressive and disrespectful, and I told you that that's how she normally talks, and it's portrayed that black people speak loud. They're loud and angry when they're just saying their normal tone.
Yeah, this is how I normally talk. Anybody that actually everybody up here can tell you this is just how I sound.
And Elijah did correct you on that.
So literally everybody, literally everybody.
Can you guys stop? I'm gonna go broke.
Give me all your money.
Katie's been Kanye this whole time. That's something I wanted to touch on, like kind of what the nurse said, because one, I think you made a lot of great points earlier in the conversation, and that I really wish that what you guys can have different opinions about where this all started, right? With what Kaytee said, okay?
I know when it started. It started on Sunday.
Oh no, I just mean like this whole like I meant this conversation.
About bigots.
Yeah, like how
I started on Sunday. I started on Sunday, and this whole weird campaign started Tuesday, and I'm gonna keep doing it until they stop being bigots that target our community.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is I want people to kind of, especially people that are my same skin color, to really think about what you're saying and how you're treating people like Kaytee when it comes to these type of things, because I'm noticing a pattern of like the hostility and this like extra heat that they're getting when something like this comes up, where if it were the other way around and it were myself or a white man, like they're not getting the same type of treatment, right? And so I just really need us to kind of take that into consideration, even if you don't like what Kaytee's doing, right? We can still talk about both sides of the story, because as much as I'm not a big fan of the whole KYS,
Well, just so you know, Boss Lady, this only goes for bigots, nobody else. And I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people are leaving that out, or they're just throwing it out, to be disingenuous. I only think bigots should do that. That's it. Not people who have other mental health issues. And if somebody's like, "Oh, you saying that triggered me," well, hey, maybe either you're a bigot or you're being disingenuous. I'm saying bigots should do it. That's it.
I'm just confused on what Skylar's point was in saying that. My
point was I've had conversations with Elijah what go against what you have said. I cannot present proof or evidence of this because this was on previous panels. I don't know if Elijah has recordings of those. But what I'm saying is, from the short time where I've known Elijah, we have come to that opinion together. And he's also had this opinion as well that I have.
So can you reiterate to me what my point was this whole time?
Your point was YT people defending Elijah, if I'm correct?
No.
Okay. And then another point was Elijah's fat phobia in the past.
And also, you poking
okay, I don't get it.
and also you poking your nose into black and brown business, Skylar, and you even admitted on a previous live when I explained things to you that
Okay, so
I
hold on a
was
second.
correct.
Hold on a
I'm
second.
talking to
You
Skylar.
want to call out
I'm
Skylar
talking
for
to
poking.
Skylar.
You want to call out Skylar for poking the nose into black and brown business. You got
Literally, I am
Exo
talking
in
to
black and brown
Skylar.
business all
I
the
am
time.
talking to
Please make that one
Skylar.
make
Hey,
sense.
by the way, stop. How about this? How about this? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Now, so Skylar, you have it. Don't make me say the words. Don't make me say the words, Elijah, because I'll call you it again. I don't care. So anyway.
Go ahead. Show how derogatory you're being, literally.
Oh yeah. Okay, Uncle Tom. Quiet down.
By the way, that wasn't my.
The point is you put when I not, and this is not a magical point, but Skylar, you do interrupt yourself into black and brown business, think you know what you're talking about, and then when you talk
But you also have
that you're wrong.
Exo doing the exact same thing.
Quiet.
You're going to call out
Quiet,
Skylar
Uncle
for
Tom.
interrupting black and brown business. You've got Exo doing the exact same
Calm
thing.
down
So
there,
please
Uncle
make
Tom.
that one make sense.
Calm
Who's
down,
allowed
Uncle
in black
Tom.
and brown business? Unless they have the KT pass?
Keep tap
Stop it,
dancing.
KT.
Keep tap
Stop it,
dancing.
KT.
Keep tap dancing.
Elijah, 9 times out of 10, I shut up and let black people talk.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Echoes never overtalk me like your raggedy ass friend. Let's be clear. Your raggedy ass friend is interrupting everybody.
Yeah, keep tap dancing. Keep tap dancing, Elijah. Keep being a step and fetch it. Keep being Uncle.
Also, by
Go
the way,
ahead.
I'm part Jewish, so
I don't care.
And that's why I specifically said non-black people when
Exactly.
in my statement. So I'm gonna reiterate this quickly because it was obvious nobody was fucking listening to the black person speaking when the fuck I was speaking, right? So I'll make this very fucking clear. One, stop the fucking blood quantum. What the fuck are we doing? Halves, quarter, pints, fuck. Anyways, the point that I made when I came up here is the fact that y'all are mischaracterizing Elijah. I would not stand. I would not stand. Okay? Okay? Yeah? See? We? Okay, cool. So, when it comes to him, when I specifically said was, what I find funny is the fact that he does not listen or even take into account the sources or anything that's been given within conversations of that he's had with black people, specifically me or other black people in reference to previous lives. But when it came to non-black people, I said non-black, okay? Non-black people, like, you know, there's a difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality, by the way, y'all. Non-black people, y'all are sitting here telling me or saying in general to the live, y'all weren't saying it to me specifically, that he is intelligent, that he listens, that he changes his stances whenever we have conversations in private, etc.
Magical, check the Discord, because there's no way he just mentioned that. Like, that was going to change anything in this conversation with them. You pale-skinned demon? What?
Oh, the prejudice now. Okay.
Wait, what prejudice?
I didn't result.
What prejudice?
Wait. No, Kate.
Wait,
I didn't
Tyler.
result calling any.
No. Wait. What prejudice? What prejudice?
Pale skin demon. I didn't result.
Okay, yeah, envelopian. Yeah, you're envelopian.
Are you not pale-skinned?
Oh, wait a minute. Bun. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Because we're not gonna do this. Even though Skylar is wrong, they do go by she, her pronouns. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait. There's something that Bun needs to know. Bun. Just so you know, Skylar told me a day or two ago that they're white.
Yeah.
Because you can be white and Jewish.
Yeah.
At the same
Yeah.
time.
Why
So
you can be a
why we're
pale-skinned
sitting here
demon?
saying I'm Jewish as if that's a race.
So then me saying you are a pale-skinned demon would be correct?
Correct.
A White Walker.
Just like
a day walker.
Again, literally. Okay, wait. I haven't come out and said anything derogatory about your skin tone, so why do you...
I did ask you if you're white, and you said
Oh, Lord. Don't tell me that there's going to be white fragility right now, bro.
No,
Yeah, we are.
Give me a second. Kaytee, shut the fuck up.
Hold on.
Give me a second.
Oh, wait. Shut the fuck up.
Echo, give me a second. Give me a second. Never once have I said anything about your skin tone, so why are you bringing my skin tone into it?
Who are you talking to?
Because
Who are you talking to, envelopian?
How about this? I'll answer. I'll answer because you as a white person are censoring yourself.
Let me correct myself a second.
You're
So,
centering
never
yourself.
once have I said anything negative about your skin tone. So
You,
I've never
as a white
called you
person, are
anything
centering
racist.
yourself.
Say it, because
No,
listen,
shut
it's
the
different.
fuck up.
It's different
Like,
when
Jesus
I say
Christ.
something about your
The
skin and you
prejudice.
say something
The prejudice.
because my ancestors didn't eat yours. You know, friend.
I'm about to be a little bit less
And
nice
this
right
is
now.
where I
You,
sorry, that
Skylar,
this is where-
actually, I'm gonna make this a
sorry.
point.
This-
This
no,
is
I'm
why
making
I
my
say
own point now.
all
Sorry,
white people,
Magical, I'm
even
making my own point
leftist
now.
white people, y'all still have a white fucking privilege because your white ass literally just centered yourself right now when it came to the conversation of me addressing Elijah, and you are literally proving my point because you are sitting here sticking up for Elijah when my only point was I'm hearing non-black people only sit here and stick up for him when it came to the topic of him listening to or reading everybody's sources or taking what they had to say into account, etc. On top of numerous instances where he has not listened to black people, especially me, black women. So
And again-
I'm going to have an issue with a white person centering themselves because you're sitting here saying, oh, well, in previous instances, well, I had private conversations with Elijah. He listened to me. I changed him. I can
He's
change
one of the
him.
good ones.
He's one of the good ones. I can change him.
He's a tap dancer. He's so good at tap dancing and tripping and
Now,
jiving.
Magical. As a black person, I'm gonna finally respond to you. I don't. As a black person, I'm gonna say this and say this with my chest. Your skin, just because you're black, Magical, does not give you a right or an excuse to go after anybody for their skin tone or their race X, Y, and Z.
Who else have I gone after for their skin tone?
You're talking about me taking advice of a people like you that is showing themselves to be extremely disrespectful.
Me calling out somebody for
me today. You have no clips, no proof of anything that you've said, literally. And on top of that, furthermore, literally, the bold-faced lies that you're coming up with, please sit your ass down, literally, at the end of the day, basically. You want to talk about
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it if Magical doesn't sit her ass down?
including black people and non-black people as well. At the end of the day, it's
Are you gonna
only
stick
its
on
own police by you as to who I take correction from.
What do you want to do about it? If
Thank you very
Magical
much.
doesn't sit her ass down, what are you gonna do about it?
He's gonna coon some more for him. For
Go
her.
find some fucking.
Here we go.
What's up with the coonery?
Hold on. Let him dig himself a hole.
People against me. Kaytee using a derogatory, racially.
Yeah, you're being a coon. You're being a coon.
Against me, calling me the COO.
Yeah, you're being a coon, Elijah.
I cannot. Okay,
I'm supposed to take advice. I'm supposed to take criticism and advice from people that call me the COO N-word.
Yeah, you're a coon.
I've never called you that, actually.
Keep tap dancing.
I had to take from Pisces and a multitude of other black people calling me X, Y, and Z names. Please don't act like that. Please. If you're gonna be a black person and be racist to your own, I'm not gonna listen to you.
It's called an anti-blackness.
Let's call you what you are, racist.
It's called. Wait, okay. How about this?
Let's call you what you are.
And this is exactly. So that. See, hold on. Let me put another point. So earlier, when I mentioned previous
Wait, how am I
conversations with
racist?
Elijah, I also mentioned conversations revolving around racism. He still believes that you can be racist to white people, as well as the fact that when I'm going to mention within this conversation, I have not called you a raccoon at all, not once, not even twice. So at the same time, I'm going to make this into account. It's not racism towards your own people. It's called anti-blackness. That's how I know you're still on that bullshit. On top of the fact that bro, when somebody that is white is centering themselves in the issue of me saying that you yourself are practicing an anti-blackness and misogynoir because of the fact that in previous conversations where you have actually engaged with black women or black people, period, regarding, like I said, the discussions I've had regarding racism or fatphobia, etc., you yourself did not listen. You did not take the sources that were provided to you, etc. But when it came to the non-black people that have been in this live speaking, you have taken their sources. You have listened to them in private, etc. Talking about, oh, well, he's a good person. He's intelligent, rah, 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 rah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to call out, especially if somebody that is white, I don't care if you're also part of a marginalized community, that does not negate the fact that you are white and you have the capacity to be racist and perpetuate white supremacy. Period. Point.
Wait, can I ask
So
a
when I
question?
sit here and I say
Wait.
stop centering yourself because of the fact that my point may have mentioned you in passing reference, but it was not directed at you, and now you're trying to fit a fucking slipper that you had to cut off your heel to fit.
Now
I
I'm
just-
going to
I wanna-
respond. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to respond. Well, Skylar,
I
please.
just want to say something to Puck.
One second, please. I'm going to be able to respond. Thank you so much, actually.
Elijah, I just want to say something to Puck real quick. Puck, if there are black people requesting to have the conversation, please drop the mayonnaise people.
And again, literally, back to Magical. I don't even know who you are. The so-called conversation that you said.
Oh my God.
Why do you keep
think you
saying
have.
that like
You never
that
did.
matters here?
Literally.
That doesn't fucking matter. You keep saying that like it's going to magically make it go away. It's not. Literally, it's literally not going to happen. Literally.
Not Elijah getting clout or some bullshit he's on. Again.
And again, literally, please.
Hey,
play-
Elijah, remember when you said you were going to sit there and try... Wait. Hey, Elijah, I'm pretty sure you saw the message yesterday. I got a very specific question, okay? I want you to be honest because I have everything. Elijah, do you police how black trans people talk about their oppression? Yes or no?
I'm not talking to you, Kaytee.
Oh, no. Answer it.
I'm not talking to you, Kaytee.
Oh, so are you
You're
afraid
talking to them right now.
Here's what's crazy. And please feel free to tell me if I got this incorrect. But do believe I have the proof. So you want to be honest on this one.
Literally, Kaytee.
So you have said in the past toward the GC because somebody was making fun of the GC, and they're like, "Oh, you see this happen? You see what they said about me?" You said, "I do not police how trans people talk about their oppression." Okay? And yet, since then, you have done it to numerous trans people, including myself. This is how I deal with my oppressors and my oppression. And here you are trying to police me. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead.
You have systematically gone around telling certain people how they should unalive themselves, talking about taking a blade to their family.
Wait a minute. Systematically.
I'm sorry, but please don't even try to compare the two.
Wait. Hey, everybody, do I have a system to even do that?
Should we play the clip of you, Kaytee, again? Should we play that?
You said I'm
Do you have a system? I want some money. Let me buy $20.
I don't have a system. I just started doing this on Sunday, number one. Number two, you are going around saying I shouldn't be saying that. Well, hey, everybody, you just heard him say that I'm going around doing it and it's wrong, right? Did you just hear him say this? He just said this, and yet here I am, a trans person dealing with my oppression and oppressors this way, and he's trying to police how a trans person deals with their oppression. But in the past, you said that you don't police us. So which one is it? Do you police us or do you not?
Could we play the clip again, Kaytee, of you, please? Seriously.
No.
Let's play the
There's
clip
no
again,
need to play the clip because I'll say it again. I'll say it again.
You want to bring
Wait.
Let's play the clip.
Elijah,
Kaytee,
I'll say it again.
You can't have it both ways.
Wait a minute. I will say it again. I will say it again.
Have it both ways. You can't say that you're not talking to her and then talk to her.
Play the clip, Kaytee.
There's no need to play the clip, Elijah. I'll say it again. Wait. Hey, Bob, can you please mute them? Because he's clearly not letting me to say what I need to say. So here's the thing, Elijah, okay? I will say it again, Elijah. I think all transphobes should be wiped from the planet, and I think all bigots should be wiped from the planet. I am saying it right now. I hope you record it. I will stand on this until my unaliving day. All bigots should be wiped from the entire face of the earth. That is my mission. I'm going to keep saying it. I think they should all be gone. I think they should be eradicated. I want everybody to know this is my stance when it comes to bigotry. They are not human. They are disgusting. I think they should be wiped off the face of the earth permanently. They do not deserve to breathe oxygen. So there you go. No need to play a clip. I'll say it. I've been saying it for the last week, and this is what I live by. I've been saying this kind of thing for years offline. Bigots do not deserve anything but the end of their existence. There you go. Now, tell me I'm wrong. Go right ahead. Try to police how I deal with my oppression. as a trans black person who's an atheist, and you know all this. You know all the intersections that exist. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't condone the SHIT that you're saying. Literally, and this has not. I get to speak. Thank you so much. I don't condone the SHIT that you're saying as well. Literally,
then don't police it.
No, you don't get to speak.
This is about basically the same behavior that falls as a backlash upon all of the community, like a big ass stick, literally, and that's what you always do all the damn time. Thank you very much, Kaytee.
Eradicate all bigots. Eradicate them.
Unhinged, disgusting person, and I will stand by that one.
Eradicate bigots. Yes, eradicate them. If I had a system for it, I would push them into it. Yes, eradicate bigots. Yes. And you'll never get me to take that back. Because who here likes bigots? Besides bigots and bigots enablers.
You talking to somebody who's anti-black, Buki? That motherfucker ain't going. He's not going to reciprocate shit in this conversation. Promise you.
Yeah,
God, you been interrupting every motherfucking person up in here. Buns, what was you about to say? Because how fucking dare you? Mind your fucking mouth.
I don't even know who you are.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
You don't know everybody, bro. Like,
don't care to know everybody.
But let me tell you something. You best not know me, okay? Because 100%, the one right underneath me, that's my niece. So you better watch how the fuck you be talking to her, because I've been in the comments this whole fucking time.
Excuse me, Thorne. Am I wrong for saying that bigots should be unalived?
Hell no, you're not wrong. He's just fucking anti-black. That's all that there is to it.
And anyone who disagrees with it, I'm going to sit there and say right now, anyone who disagrees with the idea...
Divine, not a single fucking person is talking to you, so why are you interrupting this person right here? Why are you interrupting people?
Anyone who thinks that bigots should not be unalived, I'm going to say myself personally, I'm not even speaking for anybody else up here, but I think anyone who's okay with bigots existing are an enemy and are collaborators, and they should also be taken off the earth.
And also, guys, remember, while you're getting all upsetsies, this is Kaytee's personal opinion. I know it might be hard because it's different from yours, but this is how Kaytee moves through life as an oppressed person. I'm talking a little slow, so maybe you will understand it. Literally, okay? I know it's a little frustrating. You don't see life like that. But it's not your place to tell an oppressed person how to feel about their oppressors. It's just not.
And anybody that
have the day you deserve.
And anybody that knows me knows I'm a very sweet, very kind person. But when it comes to bigotry, nope, that's an endpoint. You better go play with somebody else with that game. And by the way, it's not violence. This is self-defense. You guys are the ones that would sit there and tell Malcolm X that he's wrong to fight oppression and violence with self-defense. You guys are the ones. You guys, and you, for example, are the tap dancing. You're the tap dancing coon, Elijah. That Malcolm X wanted to.
Keep calling me a derogatory.
I called you a coon.
Keep going ahead.
You are one. You are one.
The only racist.
Keep tap dancing, step and fetch it. Keep tap dancing.
It's full of the anti-blackness. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
why do you
racist.
keep calling somebody racist who is black?
Who's calling another black person?
Black people cannot be racist, hon.
Yes.
They can't be racist.
Racial prejudice.
They cannot be racist. Is that bothering you that I just said that? Is that bothering you? That's making an intro up your ass crack, ain't it? All right. Okay, we get it. So, Magical, what were you trying to say? Because, yeah, you're anti the fuck black. Stop calling other black people racist. Black people cannot be racist. End of motherfucking discussion.
Magical,
that was my only. You said what I was going to say.
Can I just real quick? I gotta say something for Bug, the mod in the comments. They can't get up here, so they can say something.
I was asking if there's a mod to bring them up.
Yeah, we don't. Unfortunately, I don't think we have one, and I think Puck is not here. So they just asked me to say that any racism, ableism will be muted or blocked in the comments. Y'all need to chill the hell out. And real quick, Elijah, we're cool, right? And I just want you to really listen to this conversation. It might not be my place, but black people cannot be racist. They cannot.
No, black people can be.
1 second, Elijah. Now that I am here, I want to make it very clear. If you are being racist, ableist, or anything, yo, shut up! I'm speaking right now. I'm speaking right now. If you're being racist, ableist, or any ism,
shut the fuck up. A mod is.
Okay. If you're being racist, ableist, or any of the isms in the comments, I'm immediately muting and blocking you. This isn't the space for this. Shut your bitch asses up. Go somewhere else. Thank you.
Thank you, Bug.
Continue, sorry.
All I was trying to say in response is the fact that basically racial prejudice is experienced by everybody. So a black person using a really derogatory term to another black person that makes they're perpetuating
that
prejudice.
Makes them anti-black. Anti-blackness is the word.
At the end, when we're talking about black people profiting,
you need to
from
expand
racism,
your verbiage before you continue to
institutionalize racism. Black people can't experience that. When we're talking about racial prejudice, black people can be racially prejudiced to their own and to others as well. We see it every day.
Anti-blackness,
Listen to him. Look, to be fair, Elijah's good at only one thing. It's not debates. It's not logic. It's not common sense. It's tap dancing. He's a wonderful tap dancer. Keep tap dancing. Keep tap dancing, Elijah. Keep tap dancing. Here's a little cane and a little hat. There you go. Keep tap dancing.
Go ahead, please. Please keep being derogatory to me. Please keep calling me the COON word. Please keep using
you're tap
all kinds
dancing.
of slurs against me. Please.
You are tap dancing.
Are you actually going to have the conversation, or are you going to keep crying every 5 minutes? Every 5 minutes, you continue to go on a spiel about how you cry and how your feelings are hurt. This is the net. This is the net. You have an Xbox right there. You have an X.
Guys, 1 second, guys. I really do have something that I think will calm us all down. It's Elijah singing.
Now that just made me a lot angrier. Why would you do that?
Tap.
Please.
Elijah, that's the opposite of calm. Now I'm
Elijah, can you give us a
my
definition of racism?
Pardon?
Can you give us a definition of racism?
He's going to give us the white version. Watch. Because that's all this tap dancing. There's tap dancing.
Wait.
Dancing. Uncle Tom, handkerchief head, Uncle Ben looking motherfucker knows is the white people's version of some bullshit. But go ahead, Elijah. Prove me wrong.
Elijah, what's the definition of racism?
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized in a particular regard. Now, when we break
Which dictionary did you read that from?
Thank you so much, literally, Kaytee, shut up.
Which dictionary did you read that from?
Don't tell her to shut up. Don't tell her to shut up.
Yeah,
that's what you're not going to do. That's what you're not going to do. Don't tell nobody to shut up.
Where did you pull that one from? Because you ain't that smart, Elijah.
Within society, and then we see racism that is prejudicial. Within society, black people are not able to experience racism primarily because they do not benefit from the system of oppression that oppresses them. When we're talking about racial prejudice, anybody can be racially prejudiced to any other person, literally, including.
Here's the white people's version.
And Kaytee has been racially prejudiced to me, literally.
Right.
Anti-blackness. It's not racism.
Yeah, it's just calling you what you actually. It's just calling you what you are, and if you actually knew black culture, you would know exactly what it means.
Racist. Thank you so much. I don't need to agree with what you call.
It's not about agreeing. It's about using the right verbiage, because people can literally. The white people that are in this live are listening to you, and they're taking the words you say, dummy.
Yeah, like
home country of Nigeria.
The only people who commit coonery are coons. Stop the coonery.
Every day, literally. So I don't care what capola you guys got going on.
The only people who commit.
What was it y'all said that he listens?
Yeah, and I bet you.
I'm not going to listen to a bunch of people that are on his live stream. I'm sorry, but literally, you are confusing being black
of people. It was just one person.
You've got Bon as one black person has got my picture on their face, and the other person was playing my singing video. One person is calling me the COON word, and then you're expecting me to listen to the crapola.
This is after you were doing a whole bunch of coonery. Yes.
This is all about listening and learning. When you're attacking the person, you're
nice in the photo. I thought you looked nice in the photo. God
This is not about listening here. All you've done is show yourselves up to be the only anti-black.
Here we go. All right, are we done? You've been talking for 5 minutes. I want to hear somebody else.
I want to know.
Oh my God! Like, this is just. I'm sorry. Like, I'm literally losing it. Like, I don't want to hear him anymore.
Elijah, wait. I got one last thing I want to ask of Elijah. Elijah, can you sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot"?
we love
Can you sing the song all day long? Master got me crooning. To my master set me free. Can you sing that?
Kate, damn, mixed company. Chill out.
One second. One
Okay,
second. To
Magic.
Kat in the comments, chill out, bro. This ain't your live. If you're mad about what's being said, it's obviously not your space. You can leave. If you're mad that black people are speaking how they want to speak, leave. Jesus Christ.
Oh, and by the way, for the people saying I'm anti-Semitic, I've not said anything anti-Semitic. That person, that weirdo who wants to sit there and claim that I am, they can come talk to me. But clearly, they just want to go on some old bullshit. Yeah, someone accused me of being anti-Semitic, which is fucking wild.
Real quick, I'm gonna make space for. I think Auntie Wada wanted to come up. So I'll make space. But real quick, I wanted to just say to you, Elijah, like when you're like one, I do ask you to just if you stop being so defensive and listen to these, these folks on the panel here, and think about something really quick. How exactly could you be racist to me? I want you to really think about that. What could you say or do that would affect me, right? Because calling me like a cracker, right? That's not going to affect me. It's not going to do anything. Right? Like, what could you actually do to be racist to me? I want you to think about
Boss lady, I'm not going to have a conversation with Yoko or the rest of them that are calling me N-word. I'm sorry, but no.
The rest of them are not. It was literally just one singular individual.
Yeah, it was me. And
I don't even like saying that word unless I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, and I thought it was necessary to call you one because that's what you were doing.
Then keep using that. Please keep using that derogatory word against black people, against the black person. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't need your permission, but since Magical asked me not to, and I actually respect Magical, I'm not going to do it. But it's not my vernacular, no.
Elijah, listen to Magical does lives on this.
Respectfully, boss lady, you're white, I'm black. And right now, basically, as a black person.
Oh, and here we go.
Wait,
you're coming from, boss lady.
Wait, now we're not listening to our white friends?
This panel of black people
now we're not listening.
Now you're not listening to white people?
Listen to other black people
are looking to
wow, you're racist, Elijah.
This is basically just about X, Y, and Z, literally.
Elijah is racist.
Right?
He doesn't want to listen to white people now.
I'm not racist at all, literally. So please stop.
No, I just kind of find it weird how you were letting your non-black friends cape for you, but now when one of your non-black friends, a white person, is sitting here telling you and trying to correct you on something, now you're not willing to listen.
It's not even about being corrected. I'm being asked to listen to a group of people that are calling me the CEO.
No, you're
saying a group of people.
I'm so sorry. All respect went out the door. If you wanted to have a conversation
said it to you.
about
One,
what
not
was
a group.
going on in X, Y, and Z,
Person.
you wouldn't come up with somebody like
Only
that.
Kaytee said it. No one else said it to you.
I think we're mistaking what a group means, right?
You did.
Who co-signed?
You did.
I looked away.
You
What the fuck
did.
are you talking about?
Nobody co-signed what I said.
Matter of fact,
I don't even like using the word
In fact,
for real. So.
I even said I'm speaking for me. I'm the fucking radical up here, okay? I'm the this is what's crazy, right? I find a lot of like white and like hey,
boss lady, no disrespect.
We can hear you speaking. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I find it funny that a bunch of white. I find it funny that a bunch of white and POC people that when they cape for white supremacy don't like hearing black radicalism. It's fucking wild, right? If you want to stop that kind of thing, what you want to do is actually stop the systems in control that make me being radical possible or feasible, and then we can have more productive conversation. But sometimes somebody up here has to be the radical one, and I figure, fuck it, I don't mind being the radical one.
One next announcement. If I see you talking about this in the comments and you say something like racism is possible in majority black countries theoretically, your ass is getting muted. Get the fuck out this live. Get the fuck out this live.
I own it. I own my radicalism. In fact, from the day I came onto this app doing debate talk, I said, right from the beginning, and I think Boss Lady might have been there, and correct me if I'm wrong, Boss Lady, you might not have been. But I said, I'm here for a war. I don't care if my side does not like me. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. And there's not been a day I haven't done that.
And Kaytee's always been very clear about this. So I don't understand if y'all don't like that, if y'all don't want to be around someone who is like that, block her. It's not hard. Like, I don't understand. You don't want to go that way? Don't go that way. Cool. But some people are.
Or maybe do things that make it impossible for me to be feasible. Because I ain't the only one. I know I'm not the only one.
So
I'm just the one that'll say it.
So we're gonna take a little breather. TikTok, this is all for educational purposes only. We don't support racism. We don't support hate speech or sexism or anything like that.
Get your radicalism on the TikTok shop. Get your copy of the Communist Manifesto on the TikTok shop.
And if anyone's interested, I am starting a D&D session every Tuesdays and Thursdays on my Discord.
Oh, D&D?
promo is crazy.
She's doing it now. This is the second time she's done that.
Wait, I'm not mad. Wait, D&D.
I accept new players in the Neurospices. Outside of TikTok drama, I'll be running a few games.
I might join too, actually.
Wait, can I wait? That means I can put my bad bad tiefling in there. Yeah,
You can put whatever you want. I support anything.
I'm making a unicorn. I'm kidding. No,
You can have a unicorn. I actually have those. So all new players are welcome. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be small games, and then every other weekend will be our big games where we run a book.
I'll join only if certain people aren't there, but people see.
Oh my goodness, it's so fun. Are we all? But listen, guys, if we do this, if we really do this, and y'all fight in that bitch, I promise you, I'm going to take all of your kneecaps, and you will feel like a child again.
Yeah, roll D20 for that.
Not the D20.
Roll D20.
Roll initiative.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, now we can continue.
Okay, so anyways, Magical, so how are you doing today?
Yeah, chilling. I mean, my muscles are sore. I'm not even gonna hold you, but.
Okay, we gonna talk about that one back.
Yo, what did I say about the comments? If you're being a weird and a freak in the comments, I'm muting you. Jesus. What did I say?
Magical, I'm kind of mad at you. I have beef with you.
What did I do?
So from the beginning of time, since I first seen you, I wonder how you got that fucking beautiful ass hair, and I need to know your secrets. So you need to tell me your secrets, or I'm gonna have a beef with you.
Bitch, it's a wig.
Oh. Okay.
That's the whole secret.
So you wait. You mean to me I had a beef with you in my head for the last 4 months?
About a wig, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweetheart, I've ripped my wig off on lives before and switched it for a whole different color. It's not a secret.
Let's be real, Magical. Most of these hoes have beef in their own motherfucking head, chewing out their own motherfucking voices, talking about something they got beef with you.
Yeah, and my beef is because that hair is beautiful, but now that I know it's a wig, I can go down to the store like a mile away and probably get myself the same one. So thank you for telling me that, Magical, and thank you for putting peace in my mind.
Amazon
or Temu.
Gotcha. Does it come in like red?
Yeah. I have a burgundy, I have blonde, I have black, I have brown, I have ginger, I have a white one, and the purple one.
Ooh, I do love purple. Oh my god. Some of you guys should have seen me when I had a giant purple afro. Y'all would have been mad. Well, I mean, some people here that like to tap dance would have been mad. So, but
it would depend on what shade. To be
yes,
honest.
Auntie Wada, I had head beef over a wig. I didn't know it was a wig. I'm just like that motherfucking hair is too beautiful to exist on anyone's head but mine, and it's a wig.
Do you want let me get this right. This person, Divine or whatever, what's that bob? Because they about to get 2-piece no biscuit.
Oh, you mean Elijah? Elijah, the fuck, I can't say it again because Magical asked me not to say it. Elijah, the Uncle Ruckus of the panel.
Not the Uncle Ruckus.
That person, Divine. What's the bop with that, Magical?
For real, Elijah, I want to hear you tap dance. I'm not even lying. I'm pretty sure you're a pro.
Kaytee, I have nothing
I want to hear you sing live. That's what I want.
It's crazy saying, Kaytee, I have nothing to say.
Keep calling me a CEO word. Keep going.
Respectfully,
I just called you a tap dancer.
Please, hold on, Divine. Respectfully, I asked Magical what the bop was, not you.
Oh.
But thanks.
So I specifically don't know what beef that or what's going on with Kaytee and Elijah. I just know that I did not like that numerous people were sitting here talking about W Elijah or Elijah's intelligent and he listens and he's this and he's that. And I just don't, you know me, I don't like false characterizations of people, especially when they've said stupid shit. So I came up and I clocked it for the previous conversations that me and Elijah have had on topics such as fat phobia and racism and even misogyny or sometimes.
And just so you know, Magical, it come down to him trying to deplatform me. And I do have that part of the, I have like 25 minutes, 25 minute long clip of you and Skylar talking about deplatforming me 2 days ago because I was there. Because y'all never know what the fuck I am or how I'm going to pop up. And it was an end point where he was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna deplatform Kaytee. And what you don't understand, Elijah, is that you cannot deplatform me. I've not done anything wrong. You can't clock me for anything. I have talked to people about this. Skyler has tried to come up. Other people tried to come up and clock me for it. And every single time they've been like, yeah, Kaytee's not wrong. I'm not wrong to say that bigots should no longer be on the planet, including envy. But you don't sit here and try to clock me.
What was it in Envy's live?
It was in Envy's live. Yeah, I have the video unlisted. But if you guys want me to, I can actually make it public right now and tell you where to go.
So no, I was there for that, and I saw, and I just was gonna say to you, like I know that you are debating with Envy, right? But I
don't debate with Envy right now.
No,
not
you,
since she apologized.
Sorry, I meant sorry, Elijah. I was talking to you. Sorry. I know that like you're cool with like debating with her and all that, and that's great to an extent, I guess. But I mean, like think about what she said to you. That like she finally admitted that she lied this entire time about the worst thing she said about you. That people were believing that you said you were going to rape her with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. And she swears she had a videotape of you saying this. And every time it came up, she said she had the proof and yada, yada. And she just admitted that it wasn't you, right? So just think about that shit. Like, she does not deserve you going to bat for her.
And then also you're going to bat with somebody who is trying to deplatform a black trans person, and yet you say that you don't police how black trans people or how trans people talk about their oppressors and oppression. She is an oppressor trying to put in a system of oppression. So here you are talking on both sides of your mouth, Elijah. You are talking on both sides of your mouth.
Have an unspoken agreement. You don't talk about me. I won't talk about.
No. Here's the thing. You were talking on me. You were talking on me in front of you were talking on me in front of 200-something people. I was not talking about you. I was not talking. I was not talking on you.
Makes sense.
If somebody asks me about you, I'm going to say a few things and then keep it pushing. That's it.
You're going to say it. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yes, and that's it. I don't do live on you, Elijah.
Talking about term policing any X, Y, and Z. If you're going to say jack shit, then I do the exact same thing.
But you sat there and said that you don't tone police black trans women and how we talk about oppression, and then you do.
I'm so sorry, Kaytee. But Divine, are you a black man?
Yes, I am.
Man is making a stretch.
Then why are you up in a black trans woman's face, a woman's face, period, point blank? Not only have you told her to shut up in this conversation, hold on, because your misogyny is showing, and that's why you allow me the chance to speak, but you overspeak about me. But here's what you're not going to do, because you understand that you could never get louder than me, right? So let's get straight to this. You sitting here as a black man trying to silence black women, whether they
do with yourself, literally. Come on, please.
Trans, I don't give a fuck. You are silencing black women is so crazy. But you know where your misogyny really has your ass itching right now? Is because you are able to sit here and only listen to certain people that feed and fit your rhetoric. Do you understand that? But no, you wouldn't understand that because you weren't listening, because you're speaking to respond at this point. So you cannot engage faithfully and fruitfully in a conversation because you don't know how to be quiet when other people are speaking. You don't pick up the context clue that you were already given off your head top, and you were sitting here just rambling and yapping about how you feel. But you are then disregarding all of these black women who are telling you how they feel.
call me.
So at the end of the day,
Misogynist, call me whatever name
you can kindly shut it. You can end it, and you can close that book. Because at the end of the day, I'm not listening to Nathaniel's that you have to say. Nothing. You're not being heard.
Also, quick thing since Auntie Wada's here. Auntie Wada, I'm pretty sure you remember that thing I sent you back in November. Do you remember looking at it? And if so, was any of Elijah's personal information in it? Because I just want to sit here. Because I just want to sit here and say that I gave personal information to Cuddle, and yet there's nothing in there. Nope, not any. Yep, there you go. None.
So here's my biggest problem. When there is a black man sitting here causing harm, not only should he be muted, he shouldn't even be here. You're causing so much harm and destruction to specifically two black women in this panel. And then you're causing a lot of harm to other people in this panel. And I'm surprised why even anybody should still want you to be here. Or I'm surprised why anyone should even have to listen to what you have been saying.
I'm not.
Is if you haven't been going on and giving us your crying spiel. Dude, you cried for 10 minutes, like about 30 minutes ago.
No, I'm not. Literally.
Did we forget?
Don't even know who you are.
Really? You literally did. You literally did.
I used to be so fat. Like, okay, all right. Everybody's been bigums at least once or twice, okay? Just can it. Because what you did was you didn't take accountability. You centered yourself. You tried to manipulate the conversation and the panel with your emotion. Your emotional manipulation very much showed, and that was before I even got up on this panel.
Yo, I'm not going to say it again one more time as a mod announcement. Racism, ableism, and any other ism will get you muted and blocked. Stop being freaks in the comments. Stop saying slurs.
They being real weird.
Yeah.
Can we get Tyler's bitch ass back up here, please?
Also,
I don't even know why a white woman should be centered in this conversation, to be very honest, Bun, because as I see it, it starts off with two black women and a black man proposing harm
I'm really getting tired of her yapping and lying on black women. I think it's really fucking strange.
Oh, yeah, so you want to like, okay, I get what you mean, Bun.
And Auntie Wada, if you want to come up, could you please, because Skyler's down there is saying that Auntie Wada doxed Elijah, which is a fucking wild take.
I can drop.
I definitely think Auntie Water should have a chance to be able to say something like that, because that's fucking disgusting. I think it's crazy. And I'm going to be honest with you. You're 19, so you're younger than us, right? So I need you to just take a second and realize what you're doing is fucking weird.
Come on up, Skylar, because I need that. I need these fucking receipts, because I saw the so-called receipts
I'm gonna drop
that you
for
sent
Skylar.
that you sent to our mutual friend, and it was bullshit. You show receipt of Elijah and Freshwater having a fight in my server, a fight which when I came into, I immediately shut down and created a whole new thread in my server so that they couldn't have that fuck-ass fight in my general chat. And you still have yet to show receipts that I ever doxed anybody. So Elijah, do you have receipts showing that I doxed you while you're running around this app telling everybody I fucking doxed you?
Oh, and by the way, Auntie Wada.
Don't talk quiet now. You've been talking all loud since I've been in here.
I'm gonna drop for Skylar. I'm gonna drop for Skylar.
Tell everybody how I doxed you, Elijah, and provide the receipt. Or recant and stop telling people that I did.
I'm not recanting anything. It happened 20th of September last year.
Then provide the proof.
Provide the proof.
Provide the proof.
Again, please.
Give us the proof, Elijah.
Yes, thank you so much.
Give us the proof, Elijah.
Why do you keep telling black women to hush? Why do you keep doing
this?
Actually, has your father taught you how to do that to your mother?
Elijah, we need the receipt.
Thank you so much. No.
We need so much. Stop telling black women to shut up.
Give the proof, Elijah. Give the proof, Elijah.
Some bold-ass claim with no receipt.
Give the receipts.
Provide anything for the two of you. You
never has receipts.
But will never provide any of your own. Please, hell no, please.
He never has receipts.
Skylar,
you've seen the receipts. Can you vouch for it, please?
You hear him refusing to provide receipts, right?
No, Skylar, you've seen the receipts.
Everybody in this live hear that Elijah.
No.
I doxed him.
No. Don't try to
provide any receipts.
Auntie Water, your mic is cutting out. Auntie Water, you gotta.
Yeah, Auntie Water. Oh, quick question for Auntie Water. Hey, I got a quick question. Auntie Water, remember when I got in that server and I got everything?
Yeah, we got so much, and we got receipts, baby. So you need to keep my name out your mouth.
And so, Auntie Water,
we got receipts on you, darling.
Auntie Water, when you looked them over, was any of Elijah's personal information in that?
Of course not.
Was any of his private information in that?
No.
And that
the only person who has come close to doxing Elijah, who actually did dox Elijah, is Cuttlefish.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he stands proud on that, since Elijah went after his daughter and had his daughter's information in his server.
Wait a minute.
Everybody saw it, Elijah.
The person that contacted
wait a minute. Hold on. Auntie Water.
Of you saying that you were going to go after Cuttlefish's daughter. And then everybody saw you give that weak ass excuse.
Where are your receipts?
And try to pull me
Where are your receipts, please, Auntie Water? Where are your receipts?
I got the receipts.
Where are they? Show them.
Fish, bring the receipts.
And by the way,
bring the receipts.
By the way, Auntie Water, I have another question. Oh, actually, I got a statement and a question. So,
Rika is in the chat saying we all saw the receipts. Cuttlefish is in the chat. He's the one who showed us the receipt.
Yeah,
you posted. I'm sorry, Kaytee.
So I gave the very same server stuff. Now I gave you 2 Cuttlefish, right? I gave it to Cuttlefish.
Oh.
So when he says that I doxed him to Cuttlefish, all I did was give Cuttlefish the server stuff, which means, and it's the exact same stuff. So that means if I gave it to you and none of his personal info is in there, and I gave the exact same thing to Cuttlefish, nothing personal is in there, right?
Right.
Which means that I did not dox Elijah, and I did not put any personal
Why doesn't
information
Elijah
in
show
there.
proof that you doxed him?
He has no proof.
Everybody here keeps demanding proof. Show your own. No, please.
Wait. Okay.
This is a great emotional.
I got you, Elijah. Don't worry. Hold on, everyone.
Still, you have no proof that anybody doxed you. You have no proof that anybody here doxed you. I don't have to show proof that I didn't dox you. How do I provide that?
Show your own proof, please.
I got the proof right here, Elijah, that I was in your Elijah. I have proof that I was in your server.
Motherfucking.
I dropped down because I don't really.
No. Stay up here, Skyler.
No,
Stay up
Skyler,
here.
you don't want
Don't
to run
run.
around this fucking ass
No. Okay,
saying
listen.
that I doxed Elijah, and you don't know shit about me, little girl.
Listen a
So keep
second.
my
I don't
motherfucking name out
I
your
don't
mouth,
have it on hand
That's
because
what you're going
Elijah
to
doesn't
do
give out
because you
that
want to see somebody be unplatformed. You want to be the one unplatformed fucking with me.
I am so sorry. Why is it that when Auntie Water was speaking, y'all were speaking? Oh my God.
Where you can't block everybody and mute everybody. You don't want them around because that's your methodology. You say shit about people, and then when they come to defend themselves, you block them and you mute them and you keep them away from the space. So you isolate your little minion, which is an ever constantly changing group. It has to be that way because if they're the same people, they learn the truth eventually. And when they learn the truth, you drop them and distance yourself from them. So Tyler, your time
Can
is
you
coming,
stop doing
baby.
that? Can you
May I get the big screen,
stop saying
please?
receipts? We hear you, receipts, but you're not going to show any of them. Now shut her backside.
May I get the big screen, please? I can show you one of his servers right
You
now.
are so annoying right now.
I can show one of his servers right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. So this one right here is Beast Slayer Elijah Michael.
I told you we have research.
There's one of them. There's one. I'll get another one. I told you I was deep in there. Here's Elijah the Slayer. Right? This one actually involves the GCs. Let's say Envy. Let's see. Oh, what's this? It's almost like I was in your server.
Oh.
Awkward, you fucking loser.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how about another one?
Almost like niggas have receipts on you.
Michael Elijah. Look at that. Auntie Harrison Envy's mod. What's this other one? Let me see. What's this other one?
I'm sorry, Kaytee. There's no way you raggedy ass fucking bitches just told us to get fucking receipts, and then now you're saying stalkerish?
What the fuck are y'all doing right now? What are you doing? What are you doing? Y'all just mad as the fuck. Y'all don't know how to.
Look at this. Look at this. Supermen, women, people level 1, other TikTok live streams. Oh, it's in your server. And you are right about one little thing, Elijah. You're right. The Secret 5 was not in the server. It was in the direct messages. This thing right here that you deleted. Let's see. Let's read through this together. Super secret group. Shh.
Oh, that was created by
Tammy Baby Beagles. Oh, y'all. I know I like the Gossip Queen, right? What's this? It's like I'm in your server.
Skylar,
these are Elijah's receipts.
Echo, I'm sorry. Because there's no way Skylar's going to be in here policing black folks and using AAVE. Bitch, get the fuck out. It's giving you're fucking racist and you hate black people, but you love us so much you want to use our lingo. It's fucking strange. Stop using AAVE. Well, literally disrespecting black folks. Stop it, Skylar. You look really silly.
Buns, they don't really love us. They just want to beat us.
Literally.
I keep telling you guys, right? Don't doubt me. The people that know me know not to doubt me. I always have what I need. Why are you so quiet now, though, Elijah? You're sitting there wondering about.
I'm so quiet. I'm really happy, Kaytee, that you've shown all of this because you've now shown everybody exactly who the fuck you are. Thank you for that.
A smart ass bitch.
Somebody that actually takes accountability, somebody who's willing to hold other people accountable. That's the type of person that Kaytee is.
Thank you, by the way. I got more, by the way, Elijah. But people know what I'm about.
I don't know what you thought you were talking over here at all.
If you're going to sit here and accuse me of something, you're going to have to bring receipts because once again, what is it? Attempt number 4 or 5 of people?
Go ahead.
What is this? What is this? Attempt number?
No way is you think you're doing.
Wait. I think this is attempt number 4 or 5 of some weirdo group trying to deplatform me, and they lost, and then they crumbled and burned, and then I only grow.
But imagine you asked for the receipts, though, Elijah. You asked for these receipts, and then you're demonizing the person that showed the receipts. Like, make that make sense? Make that make sense, though. You kept asking for receipts.
Go ahead. Seriously.
I wanted to see the receipts. I gave you the receipts. I gave you the receipts. You wanted the receipts.
You give me your receipts, Kaytee, literally.
So, Elijah, now that give me my receipts.
We have the screenshots of Elijah going around offering everybody raw reels as personal information.
Yep. And by the way, Elijah, now that I gave you receipts, show the receipt where I supposedly doxed you to Cuttlefish. Go ahead and show it. Can I show you mine?
Again, please, Kaytee. I don't. You jack shit.
Oh, you don't have anything.
So you don't have them.
You don't have anything.
That's Uncle Ruckus where I don't have the receipt.
So go ahead, Kate. Show
you don't have anything.
That's Uncle Ruckus. Skylar, if Elijah is so righteous, why doesn't he have any receipts for all of these claims that he's making about
I've shown Skylar. Go ahead, please.
You showed the receipts to Skylar?
Go ahead. No,
Skylar tried to somebody else and then was asked for receipts by a mutual friend, and the only thing he was able to provide was you and Yen and Pisces fighting in my server. Well, where are the receipts, Elijah? Please provide them.
I don't need to on this, not on this live stream. I don't need to. I can do it.
Okay, all right, but you wanted to demand other people to show them. Okay,
you can't provide them when you're being held accountable for your lies. Elijah, I'm starting to believe that you are a GC because your methods are just like this. I don't owe you receipts. I don't have any.
Look at that. I gave you the receipts, buddy. Now show us the receipts where I supposedly doxed you.
Again, I can go live and I can show my
people's
Hey, how about this? Because Auntie Wada and Nurse know pretty well how I operate. Hey, and Echo, have any of the three of you known me to take part in or do any doxing whatsoever?
Oh, no. No. The only person who doxes people here, well, Echo will a little bit, but is Elijah.
No,
Elijah has doxed so many people on this app.
If we're being really honest, if we're being really honest, there's only one real incident I know of you, Elijah, and it's way back when I first got onto TikTok, and I was in this really shitty server called BGC, and you doxed one of their members, and they actually joined your server so quickly and found all the screenshots, and it was so weird. You scattered, like you ran. I just think that was so crazy of you.
Let me see if I still have that part of the server where you tried to dox Cuttlefish. Let me see if I can pull that up. Real quick.
Oh yeah, that long dossier with all his so-called background information on it, his name, his address,
and just
like
so
his criminal background check.
And
that
keep
was
in
a lot
mind,
of information that you put out about Cuttlefish.
Keep in mind too, Elijah. Let's keep in mind, I did give this to Cuttlefish, so Cuttlefish already has it. So there's no denying anything.
Oh
honey. Yeah, exactly. I've never doxed
did play
anyone.
that on my live.
People can say whatever they want to about me, as long as it's truthful. I don't care. But I've never doxed anybody. I don't agree to that kind of thing. I think that's bad. Nobody should be doxing anybody on the fucking corner of all things.
Yeah. That's why we had to get the fuck away from you, because you were always doxing people and doing other unethical shit.
That's what you do, literally. That's what you do. Please stop lying.
And you try to
deplatform
people.
Elijah, if I paid you,
Show the receipts. I want to see the receipts that I doxed somebody.
And again, literally, if I'm going to show my receipts, I'm still on my.
I want to see the receipts that I doxed somebody.
I don't owe you jack shit. Literally.
Oh yeah, no, you don't. You
show
can just
receipts
run
on
around
my
the app telling everybody that I doxed you with no proof.
By the way,
and when asked for receipts, you can't provide them.
I don't owe you jack shit.
By the way, can you provide proof? Can anybody provide proof that I called somebody
Thank you for
a Yahtzee
providing
that wasn't a
evidence.
Yahtzee?
Elijah, your receipts is your silence. Thank you for providing evidence that you have absolutely no proof that me or Kaytee doxed. Thank you so much for providing that evidence. It is clear to everybody in here, except your brainwashed minions, that I never doxed anybody.
Exactly, Wolf. Yeah,
Yeah,
just like he fakes his
Elijah,
MS.
you can be.
Just like he fakes
Sure
his
you
MS.
can, darling.
Just like he fakes his MS. You faking your MS too.
Don't fake anything, please. Stop it. Stop it right now. Literally.
You're faking your MS.
By the way, Elijah does have a GoFundMe, guys. Feel free to support the GoFundMe. He's struggling in life, and I think we should all find some kindness in our hearts and help him.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Oh, Sky, dude, you can provide proof that I called you Yahtzee. Then come on up. Come on up. Come on up, Sky.
Now you want to come up, Skylar?
Without proof.
That's very funny. That's
now
very.
You want to come up?
The
Skylar.
same person that wanted to run away wants to come out. That wanted to run away wants to come out.
And they have failed to get me
I just want to
deplatformed.
know
Keep
if I
trying.
heard correctly when I came in here, Kaytee, Magical. What was that about the weight topic?
Oh,
that's what led Divine over here to crying.
What do you mean when you're talking about how he and
okay. So it was because when Elijah, like around the time Elijah first came on the app, and that was like around the same time I came on the app and I started doing lives. And I started hosting a live in my mutuals live. So like I would put up my background, but it wasn't my live. And I started off with topics regarding phobia, racism, whatever, and whatever, mind you, and some of the, very much, obvious topics on my fat phobia background was, fat does not mean you're not attractive. Just because you're fat doesn't mean you're, fat doesn't equal obese, amongst other things. And at least around that.
The live's gonna end soon. So I'm gonna go live when it does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I say follow button. Follow Edna mode right here. But yeah, and around that time, I had blocked Elijah on my main account because of the numerous instances that he had came into said live during conversations regarding fat phobia and racism. And with the fat phobia topic, he did not have the stance that he had now, regarding the fact that fat people choose to be fat, or they can watch their calorie count, etc., amongst other things as well. And then the racism topic, well, you can obviously tell from the conversation we had earlier, he doesn't have that much knowledge about racism.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, and then he started crying about how he used to be fat, and I'm like, okay, well, a lot of the fat phobia that you see today actually came from people that used to be fat.
Yeah.
Heavy. Can provide your screenshots and clips because that never happened. Thank you so much.
I mean, you couldn't even tell me when 20.
Just like me doxing you, never
You couldn't even do math properly.
So hear me out though. Like you gaslit
Never happened,
Magical
Elijah.
not
Never
once,
happened.
not twice, but thrice. You gaslit Magical in that conversation. And what do you think you're eating up right now?
Never happened, Elijah.
Don't even know who Magical
Screenshots
is.
and clips, Elijah.
You don't know
Screenshots
who
and
Magical
clips.
is.
Again, Walter, I'm waiting.
Never happened. It never happened unless you have screenshots.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna
close my
demand
eyes.
that you abide by your
If
own
I close
standards.
my eyes, it don't exist.
Very much.
If I close my eyes, it don't exist.
Go ahead and open this computer because I got my receipts.
Like,
What?
my whole thing is why even bring receipts for him? It's very clear he's not going to propose the receipts.
Oh no, because I want the truth out, honey. Say I'll provide receipts. Let me go ahead and log into my Discord.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you can provide the receipts, you ain't got anything to worry about.
He won't. He really won't. Elijah, you going into Buns live?
I'm not.
No,
I'm
he
not
won't. He's a
sorry,
coward.
I'm not going to Bun. I'm not going to Bun.
You're a coward.
Of course he's not.
You a coward.
I don't care to continue
You a
this.
coward.
My last words is Skylar, you're a racist.
I'll
piece
go
of
live
shit.
about myself. Literally, I don't need to go into Bun's live. Literally.
Yeah, you're a coward. Here's
I'm not
the
a
difference
coward,
between
Kaytee.
all these people and you
Again,
is that
literally,
we will all
you
go
call
into
me whatever name
adversarial
you like.
spaces,
Call me
Elijah.
whatever name
Elijah.
you like. Go ahead, Kaytee.
Elijah, all of us will go into an adversarial space,
Go ahead, Kaytee.
and
Go
you
ahead.
are too scared to come even
Go
into a
ahead, Kaytee.
friendly
Call me
space.
what? Call me
You are
Steve.
I would like to
coward.
say for the masses, just because you have a muscular body does not mean you
Call
are
me whatever you
attractive.
like, Kaytee. Call me whatever
Thank you. Thank you.
Because the face card, there is no face card.
Oh, and let's not forget real quick. Remember the time where Ken just scrolled into your live and you blocked her and you didn't even know who the fuck she was? You don't know much in life, friend. It seems like this is just a theme with you, huh?
Bun, please, I don't even know who you are.
I
Please.
think the theme
my
is to be
God. Oh my
very
God. I
harmful
don't even
towards
think you know
women.
who
I think the
yourself
theme is
friend.
giving
I
misogyny
really don't.
war.
I don't even
It's
think you know who yourself
definitely
is.
a
I
lot of
think you're
that.
struggling in life.
You need to
and
work on
yourself.
that.